Hello.
I was just drinking.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm not having any wine, although it sounds incredible. If I have wine, I'll be out. I'm so tired today. How's everybody doing? Hello, everybody.
Hello, everyone. How are y'all?
You guys know my friend Dre here, right? If you have not subscribed to his channel, please go do so. He's incredible. He's a beautiful human. He was in Pruvit with me. He was in the Empire with me. Enough said. Go subscribe to his channel. Okay, thanks.
Yes, I'm a palm dad. My crazy palms are downstairs.
He calls them his children, and I love it so much.
I have my 3 fur babies.
We were messaging earlier, and he was like, "I have to feed the kids," and I was like, "Okay, I'll talk to you later."
It's true. I gotta feed them. They have to have their pills. This is what happens when your dogs get older. It's like you've got pills, you've got medicine. I'm telling you, it's a lot of work.
Yep. Avery Joe is a palm mom as well.
Oh, Avery, I love that. I think I've seen your palm. Yeah, my palms are my children. Oh. I'll tell you their names just so you can laugh along with us all. Hello. Awesome. Thank you. It's Halle Berry. She's the palm. And Brooklyn Boppy is the other palm boy. And then my little old lady who's 14 and a half, she's a Chihuahua Yorkie, is Miss Sasha Fierce.
These names are perfect.
It's crazy. They're demonic. They're my children.
They're demonic.
When they have, you'll hear, oh, trust me, you will hear them. Because they're like, excuse me, Papa, we need to be in the room with you.
Oh, yeah. You know what? And that's okay. We love those. We love children appearances.
When I saw Dre in the title, my heart stopped. Oh, it was the other Dre. No, not that Dre.
The good Dre, in my opinion.
Yeah, okay. In our opinion.
All right, you guys, we have a very long video. Happy Thursday. And it's a long video. It's an hour and a half. But I think that grab a drink, grab a snack, whatever it is that you were drinking, this was too important for a number of reasons. Like, we needed to get this out. And I was talking to Dre about it. Like, did you know? Da, da, da. And he was like, I would love to do it with you. And I'm like, yes, please. It's been so long since we've done a live together. And, we had similar experiences. So I think that it's going to be really cool. I have watched it because I actually recorded it. He has not. So he's going to blind react, which is going to just get more fun as he has more wine. So Ivan, keep it coming. Keep it coming.
Oh my goodness.
But so this is a Pruvit team, and she is somebody, oh my God, watching from South Korea. Incredible.
That's awesome.
Yeah. This is not an Empire Live. This is somebody within Pruvit. This is somebody, I don't know. Would you describe her as the inner circle, Dre?
I would say she's part of BU's inner circle, probably.
One of the originals.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. I'm grabbing a gummy for this, as you should. I'm trying to think if there's any trigger warnings I need to give. I don't think so.
Well, I'm not responsible for what my face says when my mouth wants to speak, but I stop it. Just
same. Same. That goes for both of us. Okay.
I'm having a petite Syrah as we speak. Somebody was having a Malbec, I saw.
Oh, I love that.
Yes.
Why do you
love the fermented grape.
So many states away from me? I just don't like it. Can't you guys imagine just rolling up to Dre's house? I mean, don't do that, obviously, but like just rolling up and be like, "What's for dinner? Like, what do you got going on, Dre?" I brought some wine. That's how I would walk in your house.
Look, juice boxes.
Adult juice boxes. Let's go.
My new boss actually follows me on YouTube, and we've known each other on Facebook forever. And so when I became on his team, he goes, "So I don't want to go to a restaurant. I want to go to Dre's kitchen." And I was like, we'll have to do that.
Also, we're not just gonna slide by. New job? You didn't tell me. You can.
I did. So I actually kept it quiet, which is probably why y'all.
You don't have to say anything. You can just.
No. I'm excited about it. So y'all know the Rona happened. So there
Yeah.
were a lot of corporate layoffs, and I've always been in the corporate world. So I was unemployed for actually a very long time. And thankfully, I have a great reputation in the business world because you listen, never burn a bridge because people talk and people know each other. And through word of mouth, I was brought back into a very large corporate bank. And I'm very happy.
I
So
love
now I have
that.
to manage my time, buy a laptop so I can edit videos from hotels again.
Well, congratulations, my friend, because I know you and I have spent a lot of time. I have to move some of this, so excuse me. I know that we've spent a lot of time like chatting about like
Yeah,
interviews and stuff like that. So that makes me really happy. You
yeah,
guys want to
I'm very
congratulate him?
excited about it. So thank you.
Yeah, I love that. I'm so happy for you. Okay. Let's get this thing on. Let's get this show on the road.
Let's clear the throat. Let's
Same.
prepare for what's gonna happen. I have no clue. So y'all are gonna see my real.
Dre, I
You're
apologize.
gonna see
in
the
advance.
eyebrows go up. I can already sense it. But let's go.
Yep. Yep. Oh, yay. I subscribed. Willow Lisa, they
Oh,
subscribed.
thank you, Willow.
Yeah, please go subscribe. He is an incredible human. He makes some delicious meals and his channel has exploded. When we were talking, I was like, Dre, let's,
think
we were talking about setting up this
subscriber.
live. And I was like, yeah, wait, because I swear, the last time we talked, I think you had like 250 or 300.
Yeah, I think I had just hit the 250 mark.
And then
I
all
was
of a
like,
sudden,
okay.
here we are. So I'm very excited. I'm very proud of you, my friend. I'm very proud to call you my friend. So
Oh, you're my friend.
I love you. Dre's channel is called Dre in the Kitchen.
Oh, hold on. See, I should have. Hold on. I can drop. I'll drop it in at some point.
Yeah.
I can find it.
Yep. Yeah. So if you would, that would be amazing. He cooks some incredible food. He did a series where he was duping the keto meals that we knew were not going to last with Pruvit. So that was interesting. Yeah. Look at all these people subscribing. You guys are awesome. Yeah. And, spend some time on my channel. If you're watching on my channel, spend some time on his channel, go and drop in some comments, interact with him. And
Dre in the Kitchen, all one word, no spaces. But I'll drop it in there if I can get my lovely internet to work right.
I get it. All right, I'm gonna hit play, and I'm gonna mute myself just so that there's no echo.
I'll do the
Let me
same.
know if you can't hear it, okay? And drop your commentary again. Keep it respectful, and yeah.
Don't reach out to any of these people. This is all for educational purposes.
Oh, sorry.
Nope, that's okay. I'm ready.
All for educational purposes. Yes.
All for educational purposes. I wish I delivered food. Sorry, I don't at the moment. Give it time.
Maybe in the future. All right, here we go.
It's my own life. I'm grateful for that. But like the ripple effect of just the thousands and thousands of other people, it's just kind of, I don't know. When I think too much about it, it not only gets me too much in my feels, but it kind of actually like flabbergasts me. And I don't use that word literally ever, but that's the only actual way to describe it. And I think that's the coolest thing about what we do. I think that's one of the most badass things about our industry. And so that's why I've got like a disgusting amount of passion for it, because I've literally never actually seen, like, I live in this neighborhood where there's like a doctor across the street and there's a real estate agent down the road and there's like very successful people around here. And I look at what they do and I'm like, I love it for you. And I don't actually see how this scales to where like you really set yourself up for freedom at some point. And I know that's not necessarily everyone's dream on here tonight, but what I will throw out there.
That seems like a super weird flex. Dre, are you able to click and pause the video if you have commentary to add? Can you? Okay, you can. Great. Wonderful. Just wanted to make sure. That seems like a weird flex. Like, I'm surrounded by doctors and lawyers and, I realize this isn't everybody's dream. That feels a little weird to me.
So it's funny you say that, because when you think about it, how many times have we seen people within the Pruvit community and, people in the community, and I'm just generalizing because it's not just one, it's multiple people. Well, I live in a neighborhood with millionaires and people just want to be my friend. No, I'm not referring to anybody in particular, but I'm just saying, let's see what else she's going to say.
Yeah, let's do that.
Out there. hold on back. What I will throw out there is no matter who you are, where you are, you may have just joined, you may have been here for a month, you may have been with Pruvit for a year, some of you may have joined 2 weeks after I joined. Wherever you are, there is a desire, there's a vision you see for yourself somewhere that led you to what we do here. I'm throwing that out there. So it doesn't necessarily matter what things have looked like up to this point, or even just like if you just joined yesterday and you're like, I have no idea what's going on right now. Welcome, because you may find that in the very near future of your business, there's going to be a lot of times where you have literally no idea what's going on. And that's kind of the cool vibe of entrepreneurship. But so what we're excited to talk to you guys about.
Owning a 1099 contracted business is not entrepreneur. What did she say? That you're not an entrepreneur.
It's part of entrepreneurship.
No.
Why is it that they always say, oh, but you're your own boss? If you can be terminated, newsflash, you're not your own boss.
I think it's a way of glamorizing. I think that it's a way of identifying a demographic, you know, somebody that's unhappy in their job, that wants to make their own money, time freedom, financial freedom, that whole spiel that we know is not the case. And the reason we know that is because their company puts out an income disclosure statement and the median income is 0. So like, no. Also, I feel like I need to apologize ahead of time. I'm very tired. I'm very tired today for a good reason. You know, I went to the Aces game last night and we won, and it's semifinals for playoffs, and my voice is a little hoarse, and so I might be a little extra sassy today, and I apologize. This may not be your jam, okay?
And listen, somebody commented, I missed it, I wanted to pin it. Look at all the boxes of product.
Oh, honey, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about, I mean, I personally know just in the little screen that we can see, we're looking at, I don't know, $2,000-$3,000 perhaps.
Oh, easily.
See.
I mean, we've got keto cream. We've got some black label. We got the new flavors, which are never discounted.
Yeah. Well, that's a lot of money.
And you know what's interesting? Dre and I were kind of talking about this before we started. This person is not somebody that goes to Eric Worre's events. And you know how that Charlene, I hope Charlene is on here. I think I saw her earlier. She did this incredible reel that I remixed. And also Chelsea, Cece Suarez, featured that in her last video. So shout out to Charlene, because it was an incredible reel. I don't know if you all saw it, but Eric was basically talking about how, you know, that's like how it was in the past. People were buying a bunch of product and storing it in their garage. Eric, look at her shelves.
Now I gotta tell you, that reel I watched that reel, and I wish y'all could see it, because when I was in Pruvit, I had bookcases filled with products, and I was selling.
Yeah.
But we're taught to buy, because it's never coming back again. So, okay.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, wait, the sale was extended. And we're like,
just 24 hours.
Yeah. And the thing that used to
3
kill
days
me,
later.
it used to kill me, because then they'd say in all the team chats, they'd be like, go buy more. What? I just bought 2 boxes because you.
Oh, there's
what?
Charlene.
No. Oh, Charlene is here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool. I was like, when I was watching it, I was like, oh my God. Like, I was so excited.
It's crazy.
Good job, Charlene.
I legitimately own a business. I'm incorporated because I cater. Every Saturday is pretty booked for me. And I do that purposefully. That I am my own boss. I can fire myself. I can do those things. When I was in network marketing, before I decided to branch out on my own, I was taught that, you know, this is your business. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah. Well, I'm just putting a banner up. All right, let's get started, or let's not get started. Let's
Y'all
continue.
can get us together, because we just go. Okay, let's.
Yeah, no, I'm glad that you pointed that out about all of the product, and that's probably not even the half of what she has in there.
That's awesome. Awesome. Okay, let's go.
Over not just tonight, but the duration of the next couple of weeks. is really what this is going to look like from a business standpoint. And this entire ideal, like literally this whole thing was birthed poolside when we were in Cancun a couple weeks ago. How many people dropped? Oh, I had my chat off. Sorry, I couldn't see anything.
I know I'm pausing it already, but Dre, I know you have something to say. Go ahead, friend.
She just said this whole idea was birthed while we were in Cancun, which at the recording of this video was 2 weeks prior. 2 or 3 weeks, I think. So,
Yeah. The trip to Cancun, the Pruvit earned trip to Cancun or whatever, to Mexico.
So
yeah.
What do y'all think? Because my mind, when I think of a comp plan, you have to write things down. You have to strategize. We'll get into it. I'm going to shut up.
No, let's
Because
talk about
when
that.
you think about it, there's a lot of things that you have to think about. And if you just threw something together and you launched it after 2 weeks, wow, there must have been some good cocktails at that party. At that well, wow. Okay. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. So for those of you that don't know, oh, thanks, Blazed Goddess. Oh, I think that's on your channel, Dre.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Okay,
love that.
True confession, y'all. This is my first time on StreamYard, and I'm just learning.
I love it.
Y'all had to see me with Aaron. I'm like, Aaron, how do I do this? How do I do that?
Yeah. So what she's setting this up to be is Pruvit. Pruvit is getting ready to change their comp plan. So what that basically means, I'm going to summarize it. I have the graphics, but there's a little bit more information that we need to collect before I can throw that all out there. But essentially what they're doing is you have team volume and you have group volume in Pruvit. Team volume is your first 3 levels. Group volume is your entire team, all levels, all the way down. And then you have BV. BV is bonus value, and it's how they calculate the commission. For example, a box of ketones is $130 retail. You get 80 BV off of that, to which you make roughly 20% on a new customer. So they're not changing that part of it. What they're changing is they're going to QV, qualifying volume. And so instead of the 80 points, the BV that they're getting commission paid off of, they're kind of, in my opinion, padding, because they're increasing the volume that you get for rank advancements. So if it's 80, you get, I don't know, I think it's like 100 or something like that. So they're padding so it looks like more people are going to be rank advancing, but they're paying the people the same thing.
Which brings about the question, what are you really trying to hide?
Oh, say it louder for the people in the back.
What are you really trying to hide if you have to pad, allegedly, so people rank advance?
Right.
But we'll talk about that, because I've heard some rumors about who actually is going to win under this new comp plan.
Also,
and it's not the low one on the totem pole, people.
Facts. Also, let's remember that she just said this was birthed poolside on the incentive trip. Who was on the incentive trip? A lot of the upper leaders. So just remember that as we're going through this.
Okay.
Anyone that was in Mexico with us, drop a what in the chat, because that trip was freaking fun. It was awesome. And what if we got lots of what ups, we got lots of ones. You know what, the coolest thing about that is, and that's why we're always kind of saying, we're like, come to events, come to do things, come into the community, do whatever. Like, it's not just because we know that it's going to help us from a business standpoint. It's literally because the most unpredictable, but like most potent things happen when you're amongst other people who are kind of like dreaming. They're kind of a little bit off the matrix. They're like thinking bigger than they ever thought before, because they're surrounded by other people. And it's just this very contagious feeling, but really cool things can come of that. And that's straight up how this entire idea came together. Was because as I was sitting at the pool next to Kelsey with Chrissy Petty, with Melissa May, and we were literally talking about Kelsey and Alexis when they came in together, you know, a bunch of years ago. It was just this like vortex all of a sudden that I felt like I was in. I was like, man, like this is.
You have a question, Dre. Do you have a cookbook? Wait, you're muted.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Actually, I've been working on my cookbook for about a good 6-7 months. It is not done yet. I have about 65 recipes. When I go see my sister in New York, we're going to take photos. We're going to start cooking to put it all together. So it's in the works. I'm trying to get something released by Christmas. So I'll keep you posted.
Yes, please do. Thank you. We have another question. The only way to rank up is team volume, right? There's different components.
It's not just team volume. I resigned from Pruvit. When did I resign, Aaron? October of last year, October 2021. I'd had enough. And there were multiple ways at that time as to how you can get paid. But ranking up, they'll tell you you don't need a team. It can be done to a certain level, but if you want to excel and prove it, you need a team.
Yeah.
So.
I think in most MLM companies, there's usually some sort of a team volume, group volume, qualifying volume component to ranking up because, yeah.
Hi, Andrea.
Hey, Andrea. All right, let's keep going because we got a lot of video.
This is not just fun for me, but I was like, what I feel when I talk about this with you guys makes me want to like leave this resort and just tackle strangers in Mexico and tell them what I would love for them to be feeling too. Like that's literally what it does. And so, you know,
if you're going to grab a stranger in Mexico, that trip was okay. I'm done.
I was waiting for that.
I have not seen this, people, so this is truly my blind reaction. Ready? Okay.
You know, we came back from Mexico and just between all, you know, text messaging and chatting it up, all of a sudden we were just like, what we felt there is something that can be recreated, honestly should be recreated because the timing of what's going on right now within just Pruvit, let's be frank, let's talk about the fact that they just enhanced the entire rewards plan when I tell you to our favor in a manner that I am like, I'm excited to see what this looks like 90 days from now, what this looks like 12 months from now, 3 years from now, how that affects us, how that impacts paychecks, how that impacts livelihoods for people not just on this call, but the people that you're going to bring into your team, despite if you know that yet or even believe that you're going to do that yet. I promise you, like what this will ripple into is gonna be that thing that you had like on your heart that was like, join Pruvit. Like it's going to be the reason that.
Okay, so this is what's on your hearts. This is when they like to what do they call, like pull on your heartstrings and really, oh, this is gonna change your life. You know, can it change your life? Probably. It has for some people. But you have to be willing, in my opinion, just not think about. I couldn't be cold-hearted. For me personally,
It's emotional manipulation. That's what this is, in my opinion.
I'm just like, what? No. Okay. God, this is a lot. Let's go. How are y'all feeling?
You were drawn to it. So I'm really excited because we're just amped. Like the cool thing is I was chatting with Casey Keogh a couple weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago, or maybe it was last week. I don't know. Time's just flying, like really, really flying. But she was talking about like from that day, she's like, do you know like 90 days from right now is going into Black Friday? I'm like, no, I did not know that as a matter of fact. She's like, isn't that pretty specific? I was just like, that is a very, very great observation. Yeah, Alexis, because literally like right now where we are in this like very specific but perfect pocket of time, if you have your business building glasses on, it's time to like pull them off the top of your head and pull them down for a moment. Because this is where you know, we, and I say we because myself, like sometimes I'm like, a sale drops and I'm like, okay, they're talking about the ketones like crazy. I'm like, God, I wish I was talking about the ketones like crazy for 2 weeks before this, because by
Okay. Oh, and then a sale dropped. Oh my goodness, it's crazy. But we just had a sale 2 weeks ago. Oh my goodness, but it's another sale. This is the mindset, and this is how they get people going. And they got me going for almost 4 years. So this is me speaking from experience. You know, I constantly, I'll just put on the credit card. I sold trials, I did the things. But this is the tactic that they literally build within you so that when a sale drops, you just stop everything you're doing. And they always told us you buy a box of caffeinated and caffeine free because you don't know what your customers are going to want, which is true. But
Literally verbatim, they say that.
and it wasn't just make sure you buy it under your ghost accounts. If y'all don't know what a ghost account is, you need to go back to some of our videos.
But I gotta pin this comment. Viola went to the Jersey meetup, at the Empire Mastermind, and she was like, "Yeah, it did not change my life." She told JJ that after this event, that she knows that she did the right thing after leaving MLM and doing her own thing. Yeah, that's incredible. That's incredible. I don't think anybody should be in an MLM. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, let's keep it going. And I'm glad you washed your
time they
hands.
see it, they're primed and ready for the
Love
sale,
that.
right? So like that instantly made me think. I was like, oh, Black Friday. Would it be cool if we really, really focused on some intentional, awesome, direct skill set training that we know works because we've done it collectively? And I'm not tooting our own freaking horns or patting our own backs or whatever analogy you want to use here. Like between the group that we were very excited to raise our hand to get together to do this, there's decades and decades and decades of experience, not just in our industry, not just in social selling, but in leadership. And there's a world of wisdom.
Oh, social selling? When did that become a thing in Pruvit?
That's a Modere thing, baby.
There. I was like, social selling. Wait a second. I was actually looking for Eric Worre's book, GoPro. Once I resigned, I had about 10 copies. And
Oh God.
I thought I still had one so I can show y'all because I can burn it on camera. Never mind.
You know what we need to do is you and I need to, because as many events, just a thought here, random, as many events as you and I have attended of his and attended VIP, not general admission, you and I probably need to react to some of his content.
Well, I was the crazy fool, the crazy Puerto Rican. We spent $3,000 on the super VIP ticket to go to his house.
Oh, I didn't do super VIP, but I spent a lot of $1,000 I bought a lot of $1,000 tickets. My God.
Oh my God.
Are you looking for his book?
No, but I still had a Pruvit thing.
Bye-bye. Oh my God.
See, y'all never know what you're going to get on here. Okay, let's go back.
They want us to react to Eric Worre, so we need to find something to react to, like something that, yeah, and then maybe we can plan that out.
Okay, that works.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
Oh, sorry.
That like we all have within us that we were like getting together and sharing this is going to be huge, and the opportunity to highlight people that are in our organizations already who are doing these things and who are the up and coming leaders. Maybe if they don't know it yet because they're a rank 2, but they're doing something and it's cranking for them. Like, please understand that the skill sets, the things that you have within you right now that have you excited and you're implementing and starting to see a little bit of movement from, that is where leadership begins. It's you're leading yourself. Point blank. You're leading yourself. You're testing things out. You're seeing what works. The things that don't work, you modify and you move forward. And the people who continue doing that and don't fade away, don't quit, don't come up with, start to believe their own self-limiting beliefs, the people who stay on that course, which the course sometimes isn't cute. Like, it's not. I was talking about it earlier. Like, I look back at social media, my Facebook from years and years and years ago, because I've been doing this since 2014, every day, not an exaggeration, every single day. I mean, those posts are tragic and terrifying, and I looked like I was kidnapped, and it's just like terrible. Like,
you're muted.
Damn mute button.
I love us.
So did she really just say that she's been on social media every single day since 2014? Girl, where's your time freedom? Don't they promise you this beautiful luxury of time freedom where you can have things on your time? Like, Erin, I mean, anybody else who's been in this will know, but did we not have scheduled Zooms? Did we have not one-on-one coaching calls? Did we not have to be on this? And if you weren't on special calls, well, why weren't you there? So when I actually, story for another day, someone tried to approach me too to join a different MLM. It was quite comical. We'll talk about that later.
Oh yeah, that is a story that needs to be told another time.
Another video. Let's see if this one tells us anything.
Yeah. This whole, I'm gonna spoiler alert here. This whole Zoom is nothing but a word salad. It's nothing but mindset. It's nothing but in my opinion, manipulation tactics and yeah, that's essentially what this is. This is supposed to be a training, allegedly on some of the comp plan changes that they don't ever talk about in this, which is wild. And then at the end, I can't wait for Dre to see this part, but at the end, they give tactical tips, and it literally takes 2 seconds. So they do all of this that we're gonna watch because some of the stuff they say is absolutely bananas. And when as soon as I recorded this, I messaged Dre and I was like, I don't know how the hell we listen to this garbage. They literally say nothing.
And we were like, years. For years. Freaking years.
Like taking notes, like they're saying she's not saying anything. She's like, the people that are ranked 2, that are an up and coming leader, that are doing the thing and just crushing it. And I'm like, just say that what they're doing on social media is working, and so you want to share that with the rest of the team. Like the way that they structure their sentences, it makes no sense to me.
It's crazy. Chelsea, you asked how did I work on my business. When I joined Pruvit, I didn't want a business. I joined it just because I followed Jessie Lee Ward. I was like, I'll do it, sure. I think I was the first or second guy that joined her team right after she joined Pruvit. And then eventually later on, I took it more seriously.
Yeah. And that was a big deal when you joined. That was a big deal.
We got a boy.
Yep.
I remember.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah. All right, let's keep it moving.
Dark rooms and really pixelated pictures, and I'm flexing, and I'm like, they must have thought that like I was like human trafficked and was being made to do this. Like it didn't look good. But the thing was, and Rachel said, like it's the showing up factor, that with that showing up, I'm just going to be point blank on with you on this, because I was telling the girls, I was almost like ripping. I was like trying to put together a training for tonight. I'm like, don't do it, Katie, because when you drop this training for them in the next week or two, it's going to blow their mind. But I'm going to give you a Cliff Notes version of this. Okay. Like, I was watching this training because I started making notes all around like the framework of like how to scale any business, guys. Doesn't matter how long you've been doing this. Day one, guess what? If you just joined, you literally couldn't be in a better position. If you've been doing this for 6 years, guess what? You literally couldn't be in a better position, because who you were in the past is not who you are now. You just get to take the stuff with you that you want to implement going forward. But the framework for scaling any business in any industry takes 3 different things, okay? 3 different things. 1, character trait of the person. The character traits are really, really important. 2, the skills. Literally the skill to execute things that start creating conversations, start creating new customers, that start creating promoters coming in. And then the 3rd is the belief. How many of you guys have heard in Pruvit so far people talk about your belief being really important, right? Huge. So the thing is about these 3 things is they're going to waver. That's pretty normal. And then you also throw real life into there, and it can make it kind of go a little wonky. But if you imagine that this is a ladder and you got like character traits, you've got your belief, and then these little steps within the ladder are the skills. You can have the character traits of just knowing, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. You can have the belief of like, and I know I can do it. If you only have 2 cogs on your skill ladder.
Can we talk about this real quick?
I just can't. So she's talking about what she's learned in books, right? Okay, I have a lot of self-help books behind me.
Bonnie B says, what skills do they teach but copy and paste? And Bonnie, there's been no truer statement made, my friend. And the other day I was talking with somebody on Instagram, somebody that is a follower, subscriber. Anyways, I don't need to go into details about that. But I was sitting in the gym parking lot. I was getting ready to go in. And I was looking at all the restaurants, and this is going to hit home for you, Dre, too, because you're a chef and you have a business. And I don't think I've actually told you this example. The way that some of these MLM people push for duplication, just like Chelsea said in the comments, duplicate, 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 do what I do, do what I do. Don't question what I'm doing, or don't question it. Just do what I do, right? Picture this in your city that you live in, your town that you live in, whatever. Picture if all of the restaurants were the same. They served the same food. They had the same menu. It was all the same price.
There's no differentiation.
Right. And that's what these business owners are teaching their people to do, is to run it that way. And it's a business, and you're supposed to stand out, but you're using all the same hashtags. You're doing all of the same activities. You're and many of these companies, I'm not just talking about this in particular, I'm talking about MLMs as a whole. We see a lot of the same posts. They're sending out scripts of what to post and take a picture of this. And we've seen it in so many different companies, but they're supposed to stand out like they're a business. If you're a business, you're going to offer things that make you different, that you stand out amongst your competitors. And guess what? Here's the hard facts. When you join an MLM, you've now joined all of your competitors. Facts.
It's true. It's so true. You know, I think about all the books, and I'm grateful for a lot of the books, because some of the books have been great, at least for me personally, in order to me to develop a business and do things like this. Okay, I'm going to show this one. It has nothing to do with Pruvit, but this book.
Oh, yeah.
So she's talking about all the, I was going to say the garbage, but sometimes you need a book like this to actually wake you up. And it was a great book.
Well, I think self-help stuff is amazing when it's not paired with a manipulation tactic, tool, whatever, trying to help that person make more money off of somebody else's effort. If you want to read a book,
service.
Okay. Hi, Ivan. If you
We're live.
Want, hi. Everybody say hi to Ivan. But if you want to read on, you know, how to have a better morning routine, or you want anything in your life that you want to be better, look at the puppy.
This is little Brooklyn Poppy. Hi, little boy.
Oh, they're so cute. I can't. It's the subtle art of not giving an F. That's the name of that book. But anyways, like if you want to read self-help books, I think that's incredible. If you want to listen to self-help podcasts or YouTube videos or whatever, that's awesome. But when you pair that with an MLM model and a leader that is benefiting off of your time, energy, and effort and your sales, that's just one packaged in a beautiful front cover of that book manipulation tactic, in my opinion. And I think that's
the difference. When you can get something for the book personally, that is the massive difference. Instead of it being somebody who's saying, okay, this is what you have to do. Now go find 20 people and do the same thing. It's a whole different mentality. When you're reading it for yourself and your own personal development, that's what matters the most.
Facts.
You can be a better person. Oh, I almost said it. If you can be better 1% every day, I almost said it. I'm still indoctrinated a little bit, people. It's a real thing.
It's programming. If you could, just strive to be 1% better every day. Ugh.
That was Brian Underwood every day.
Oh God.
Sorry,
anyways.
I had a moment.
Fine, you're allowed to do that. I mean, it happens. MLM's weaponized. Oh God, perfect. Yes, thank you for summarizing what I was trying to say, because words are not working for me today because I'm a little tired. MLM's weaponized self-help.
They do.
Absolutely. And who benefits from that? Well, the upline and the company. Yeah. Oh God, perfect, Kendall.
No, Ivan wanted me to run away from Pruvit, Chloe.
We love that.
Yeah. He was excited. He actually made me dinner when I resigned.
Oh, what did he make you?
I don't remember.
Something good. It was good. I'm
He's
sure.
he's very paranoid to cook for me. Very. Well, most people. So it happens.
I love that. I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna have to text Jerry and be like, "Can you bring me some food?"
Okay.
All right, let's keep going. We have a lot of video.
You're limited to as high up as that ladder can go based on the skills that you have. So imagine learning the skills. So when areas where maybe your character of just being able to really want to execute this, or your belief of knowing that you're going to do this correctly, when those waver, you actually still will be able to lean on the skills that you're going to learn over these next 12 weeks with us, or not 12 weeks necessarily, probably 4 weeks, but we'll see what happens. We're going to see what happens here. But like, if you lean in on the skills that you learn from this focus of us all working together, even just executing the skills, as you start seeing that you can do it just a little bit more, what that does is actually it builds your belief in yourself. And it builds up your character and knowing that you actually can build a business here, that you're going to grow a business here. It's really kind of crazy stuff. So I don't know if that was too big picture. I don't know if that was what you needed. I don't know what. All I'm going to tell you is, like, literally, if it's like oozing out of us right now, how freaking excited we.
What is oozing out of you other than a bunch of, I almost said a bad word. A lot of
You can. That's fine.
I'll say that word instead. It's a lot of hogwash. If you think, I'm like, what is she really saying? What are you trying to say? I see the little kid, but Linda, like, what are you trying to say? I don't get it. And I'm like, what are you trying to say?
I agree with Avery Jo. Can we not ooze? Thank you. Yeah. Personal request. Appreciate it.
Okay, let's keep going.
We are, because where we're going from a company standpoint, but also truly just from like this collective group all working together with that energy and just real actual focus. This is where people collapse time. I'm just putting it out there. This is where you go further faster. This is where you recover quickly from, if you feel like something didn't work, it's okay, because guess what? We're still going to be popping in together. We're going to give you executable things that you're going to be able to do. We've got a lot of fun resources coming up for you that I'm super excited for you. So I'm about to kick this over to my friend Kelsey. Before I do, I just want to make one quick request, and just looking through, we've got a.
I pressed the wrong button. I was trying to pause it because I wanted to talk about that, because Becca, God, thank you, Becca. This is amazing. So I've been watching you all, and you stopped me from joining Pruvit from the education you guys are doing. And thank you for calling it education. It's not hate, it's education, it's awareness. Thank you so much. I do want to know what your thoughts are about some of them starting to do an OnlyFans. Are you talking about some of the people in Pruvit? I thought you were asking, when I read this very quickly, what our thoughts are. And I stand for anybody that is running an authentic business for themselves, whatever that looks like for them. So do your thing, make that money, collect that coin,
That's true.
Yeah. I want to know more about this, Becca. I want to know more about them doing an OnlyFans page. I'm very curious. So should we keep going?
Yeah.
We've got a pretty professional group here. Majority of you have your cameras on. So here's the deal. We don't care if you're laying down. Like, trust me. I
died when they said this because I didn't have mine on.
Turn your cameras on, because it's just like, you're here. You're a part of this. And we're excited that you're here. No one cares if it's like the under chin view. And no one cares if you're showing up gnarly. And no one cares as long as you're just not in the shower or like doing something that could.
Why do they need their camera on?
Accidentally turn the camera on the shower, and it's tragic. And I feel really bad when that happens. So just don't turn this on in your camera or in your shower. Oh my gosh. I mean,
first of all, if it's their business, why do they need to have the camera on? This is not kindergarten. Turn your camera on so I know you're present. Turn your camera on so I know you're not cheating on the test. What are you talking about?
Well, in our experience, how many times were we like, okay, did you check, is your team on? Is everybody on? Who's not on your team?
Message your sidelines. Message your team. Everybody should be on. What are you talking? If it's your own business, you shouldn't have to chase people down to get on a Zoom and turn their freaking camera on. Let them run their business the way that they want. You're still getting paid. Oh, You need to make sure.
Management.
Right. There it is. Right there. Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah. Don't tell me to turn my camera on. Okay. You're not the boss of me.
You'll be excommunicated.
We've had crazy things.
Did you say?
You'll be excommunicated.
We did. We discarded them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Things happen on Zooms, but assuming everyone is decent and appropriate, we're super excited. We have had worse, Alexis. Yes, for sure. Okay. Yep. Brittany texted me literally a selfie from the shower, just from her shoulders up. She's like, on the call, I made it. I'm like, I'm a shower Zoomer too, but I make it where it's turned around facing the wall, just in case. No one's seeing it for free on my Zooms.
Oh, let's change that.
Okay.
So, there we go. So you're telling me that if I join an MLM, it doesn't matter where I am in the world, I need to be on a Zoom? I thought I had time freedom.
What happened to being your own boss?
I guess. Well, let's see what other words of wisdom we hear.
With that, I am going to pass this over to not just one of my dear friends, close friends, Kelsey, but also someone who is straight up a leader that I used to learn from when I joined this community in 2014. I would randomly see this girl on YouTube videos. So when I tell,
I hope y'all caught that. When she joined in 2014. Pruvit was started in 2015. That's when they were incorporated.
But they wasn't.
So she got in early. Y'all hear what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just process that. So here she is on this Zoom teaching people how to move their business forward faster, her words. But she started in 2014 right before the company launched. It's not the same circumstance. Know what I'm saying? I hate it here. We're going to keep it going.
Okay, let's go.
Tell you that we have compiled some of the best to pour into you guys. I'm not messing around. So without further ado, Kelsey, you should be able to just come off mute. I can't.
I am free to unmute. You've unleashed me. So hi guys. I told them earlier before I got on the call, I'm like, I suddenly got into like a real crazy ass mood before I got on this call. So it's on now, y'all. So
Dre, do you see what's behind her?
Could those be mixed tiles?
Could those be some of her champs?
Champions?
Is that a champ wall?
Gee, I wonder who else does a champ wall.
That is really effing creepy. Wow. I'll tell you that much.
Such an original idea. I wonder who started that.
Oh, God. Either way, I think it's disgusting. Yes, Dre is a chef. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm a French change. Actually, you can see my Le Cordon Bleu books on the other side, down there.
Love that. All right, let's keep going. But hey, champ wall, love that. Ugh.
Yeah.
My name is Kelsey. I live in Wisconsin. I've been with Pruvit for 5 years, but I've been in this space for like 8 years, which is, I think, what Katie was kind of referencing.
Let me translate that. Sorry, I'm pausing it again. So I joined Pruvit 5 years ago, and but I was a part of a different company and was in that company for 3 years, and I brought my team over to Pruvit. Okay, there, I helped translate that.
You got it.
And I don't need to tell you my whole backstory, but I do just need to tell you a little bit about myself, because you see me now on this call and you know, you're going to hear what I'm going to have to say. It's important to remember this fact about me. Before I joined in this space and started learning and growing, which I loved what you said earlier, Katie, about our time in Mexico and being amongst people who challenge you and help you grow. I was the hottest of hot messes, like a rap sheet a mile long. Like, there's no logical reason why I am where I am right now, apart from a couple things that I think I was able to turn from like the shitty things about me to like the powerful things about me. So as a person, before I say anything, I can be loud, I can talk fast. I'm a really healthy mix of like do the things and also.
I know you're about to pause that. I I paused it and unmuted myself to just ask this question. Where's the skills training? Because all she's doing is talking about herself.
So these skills are probably from Eric Worre, from a training at GoPro. Your phone
Probably.
died, Andrea. You're missing the show.
Andrea, you already know.
You know. Oh my goodness.
Feel the things and be present and love, right? So there's like two sides of me that that sort of come out, and so I don't really know what's going to come out tonight. We'll see. But like Katie said, I'm just so excited to be here with everyone, and like thank you everybody for being here. I'm seeing all of you guys with your cameras on. Thank you, Diana. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Allison. It's so great to see all of you guys. This is so fun. And there's a couple different things that I wanted to sort of touch on tonight that are really on my heart. And it stems from, yes, like being what Katie was saying, like being in Mexico and being around all of these high level leaders was an incredible experience. But you didn't have to be in Mexico to have an experience like that. Every single person who showed up to this call tonight is getting an experience like we had in that situation if you're showing.
Okay, what experience? What are we learning here? I thought this was a training. Besides turning your camera on in the shower and the most wanted list on the wall. I'm like, I don't get it. I'm like, what are we learning?
Bring on the
You
skills
can't get us
training.
together, y'all. You can't get us together.
Bring
Ugh,
on the skills training.
it's a skills training.
Where's she at?
I'm still waiting for the skills training. I don't get it. Okay, let's keep watching.
Up here with the intention of I'm going to gain something that I can then take to improve my life and improve my business. And that's the lens that I want us to look at this at, is because, like I said, it makes no logical sense that I am where I am right now. Like I live in the hometown that I grew up in, and people see me and literally stop me on the street and they're like, I'm so proud of you, when they used to be the people that I would like bully in high school because I was just a big POS, right? Like total blow up transformation. And it came from learning from other people who were in the space, applying the things that I learned and transforming who I was as a person. And if you're new to this community and you haven't had an experience with Pruvit.
You're muted. I can't hear you, friend. I know it's good
Damn,
too. I can tell.
So other than, I would have kept talking, not even realized I was on mute.
I got you.
Getting into the anti-MLM community has not only opened up my eyes of the dangers of MLMs, but also the self-help industry. Now, I'm going to say this as a disclaimer because I like some of the self-help industry. When I learned for it how it can help me personally grow my business, not trying to manipulate other people into joining a business type of thing. So thank you for that comment. That's that's very powerful.
Yeah. Imagine being one of the top leaders in a company admitting you used to be a bully.
That's powerful.
Wow. Wowza.
Just
Yet, like you're in for a ride. Like this is going to change you at a soul.
Sorry, Dre. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, no. I was just reading a comment. I lost it. Just get to the point. I said, Willow, we all want to see what this point is.
The skills training.
Oh, the skills training. Yes. We're learning skills, people. We're learning skills.
The skills training could have been, this could have been an email. Could have been an email.
5 bullet points.
And make you a better.
I keep doing that. Sorry. Okay, you press the button because I don't.
5 bullet points. That's all I needed to know. All right, let's go see what this precious soul has to say.
Person, and that's what I think is really exciting. And so, like I said, I'm a little bit of a mix of go hardcore and feel the things, and something that's just been on my heart. So it's the end of summer right now. Put a 1 in the chat if your kids have already gone back to school. I have 1 that's back in school, not the second one yet. Okay, so a couple of you guys. All right, how about this? Put a 2 in the chat if you had a really awesome summer. You did some awesome shit, that you had a really good time, like you spent time with your family, your friends. Awesome. That makes me so happy. That's so good.
So one of the things, I had to stop it here because one of the tactics, if for those of you who don't know, Andrea, we're talking, this is about the earned trip to Mexico, to Cancun. So one of the tactics that they like to use, for those of you who might be new, who don't understand what they like to do in LLMs for engagement, drop a one and tell me where if you're watching live, or the replay, and drop the word replay if you want. So this is a method, one for engagement, so they could see, for those who, Jessie Lee, I can't. Oh, good. I'm gonna cry. Okay. It's a manipulation tactic to get engagement in, so that for those who may have virtual assistants will follow up with you and start sending you scripts. What in the Elamir is going on here? Oh my goodness. Video for another day.
Oh my God, this is terrible.
This is fun.
Just
fun.
wait.
Right, everybody?
Just wait, it gets better.
I feel it. We're gonna get some kind of wisdom, maybe.
So good. All right. So a lot of you that are feeling the weight of your kids being lifted, and a lot of you that had a really great summer. So this is the thing that I realized.
No, the JL shrine is in the basement. See what I did there?
Over time, when I started in this industry, I was somebody who was working 2 jobs. I was going to school full time, and I had 1 kid at the time. And me and my husband worked
Sob
separate
story.
shifts, so we basically never saw each other. I'd go 3 days without seeing my kid because of just our weird schedules. And I was also building this business. And this business was a lifeline for me. It was what was going to take me out of the gutter and bring me into the light that I just so desperately wanted for my life. And I didn't get there.
Step into the light, Carol Ann. Step into the light. That's what I heard when I heard I need to step into the light. Y'all, I'm just aging myself. I'm old.
Stop it. No, we're not.
Okay, let's I can't. Oh God, let's go. Okay. There's a lot, people. Let's keep this energy going, because we're gonna need it. We need to feel it.
Because I was feeding in to the BS story that the people around me of, it's summer, I'm busy, I have so much going on. Who has time for this? It was I have a lot going on. I don't like the word busy. I think it's gross. I have a lot going on, and I'm really engaged in all those things that I have going on. And also, I'm excited about building this business. It gets to be both. Who has heard the trending audio lately that's BOAF, both? Say yes in the chat. When I saw that, I was like, this is me.
Bank of BOAF. I almost said Bank of America. F and M, they're not the same letter. Oh, this is what this is doing to me. Oh my goodness. This is scrambling my brain.
Where's the skills training?
I'm still waiting.
She talked about the comp plan changes, but didn't talk about the comp plan changes. And pretty much all this chick has done, I can't remember her name, but when I say this chick, I don't mean that disrespectfully. I just mean I don't remember her name.
Yeah.
But she has done nothing but really talk about herself, which is odd. So the skills training is to talk about your leaders. Is that what we're here to learn? I don't understand.
I wish I could translate, but I don't comprehend at the moment.
I have nothing.
BOAF, I have no clue. Okay, let's maybe we'll learn something. I don't know.
This is my soul in a reel or in a TikTok form. With this business, there can be a common misconception that we believe, and we put ourselves in the category of the people who are not a part of something like this, who are so busy and they're so tired and they're so drained, and they're not taking extra time to pour into themselves. Let me tell you this. It doesn't matter how many things you have going on in your life right now. If you're taking the time to invest small little pockets of the empty times, for me, it was in the bathroom at Old Navy when I was on the clock, taking a little bit of extra time to get a couple things done. It was don't talk to me on my lunch break, because I'm actually more interested in building this business with a community of people who are trying to be better than talking to you about how lame your life is. Sorry.
Did y'all hear that?
Is she all right?
I'm concerned.
I'm saying.
So she has a job. She's trying to build a business in the closet, from work in the closet. Let me rephrase that. She was in the closet at work. And she wanted to do the things. And then she just lost me. But she's Girl, breathe.
Still talking about herself.
I'm still waiting for the skills training.
Love that for us.
Pockets of time. There's no time freedom yet. Has anybody heard time freedom? Because I haven't heard time freedom.
Not a thing.
Okay, let's see what happens.
No, like that's what it looked like for me. It can look different for everybody. But like I don't want to be surrounded by people who are encouraging me to be busy, to be tired, to be complaining. That's not what this is about. We have a major opportunity here to grow and scale this business like Katie was talking about. And over the next couple of weeks, we're going to do just that. And what it's going to require for all of us is to show up. And doesn't matter what happened in our day, to show up with a blank slate, with our notebooks, take notes, and apply the things that we're learning so we can grow our business. It's not ending the day and saying, I wish I would have done this in my business. It's instead the second that I wish I would have done this, or if I had more time for this would happen.
So I'm going to stop it right there because this comment literally just tied into exactly what she's saying. Rachel, you have nailed it. I'm an ex-Pruvit. I was not on the Empire team. A lot of the same stuff makes me glad I'm out and found anti-MLM. I don't see any trainings or skills, just shaming. How many times does she say, well, I found the time. I'm making the time. I'm doing this. So what you're telling me is anybody who doesn't go above and beyond their normal day-to-day functions is not okay? You won't be successful? I mean, does anybody else agree, or am I just crazy?
No, I think that what she's doing is whether it's intentional or not, I don't know. Obviously, only she would know that. But this is building in victim blaming and shaming. And when I say victims, I mean people that join an MLM, chasing the time freedom, the financial freedom, being their own boss, because that's what's shown on social media until you get in and then you realize, oh God, this isn't what I thought it was going to be. I didn't know that I was going to have to do all of this stuff. And, I have a life and I have children or whatever, everybody's life looks like. And then when people decide, hey, this is not like what I signed up for, and then they get out, they're building in victim blaming and shaming. It's not the model. It's not the company. Ketones are awesome. Everybody needs to be drinking ketones. They didn't work their business. That's what this is, in my opinion.
Exactly. You nailed it.
The instant that thought comes into your brain, I want you to stop yourself and shift immediately. What we're going to do instead is we're going to do something that's on our list of business activities to build our business and grow our business further, right? It doesn't have to be either or. We get to do this, and it doesn't have to look like we're all day on our phones, every day on our phones. We're ignoring our kids. We're not hanging out with our husbands. We're staying up till 3 a.m. That's not what this looks like. And this is coming from somebody who built this from nothing, a couple hundred friends on Facebook to a big business. And I'm not saying that like out of vain. It's just saying like, if you can see examples of it happening with other people around you, it can be true for you too. It doesn't matter what your past is, right? Like, and it doesn't have to be lock yourself in a cabinet and be doing this until your little tiny thumbs can't move anymore. That's not the vibe. It's both, people. Keep that in the back of our heads, right? Every single day when we show up, it's both. So what that requires of us is just to know, like, what do we have as our activities that we want to accomplish? And when we have a spare second, tackle one thing at a time. Sooner or later, it's going to become easier and easier to tackle those things and accomplish those things. And you're going to get more done in those small pockets of time. And then guess what? Because we were so productive with that small amount of time that we had, more time gets to open up, and that can look different. It could be releasing one of the jobs that you have. For me, that was Old Navy. That got snip first, right? And then it was Victoria's Secret after that. And then it was, I was doing this full time. And then it was bringing my husband home from his job. Like, it was little by little, but
Imagine her sizing you guys for a bra at Victoria's Secret.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Can you imagine?
All I heard in all of that, I'm going to give you all the little sum, was that, and I'm going to say it, you have to do it in every little pocket of time. It doesn't matter what you do. I think she did say that she ignored her family because she knew she wanted to grow her business, because she wanted to do this and then she wanted to do this. And listen, I understand it. I lived it. I was there. We both lived this. Mm-hmm. We're not coming from a place of of hating or anything. We can only reflect upon our own personal experiences, because we went exactly through what I call brainwashing.
Yeah.
In fact, there were many events where people were like, we need to wash your brain and get out all the gunk and put the good stuff in, if
We said
memory
that.
serves me correctly.
That was said at these events. Absolutely, yes.
So they used to say, yes, you're being brainwashed today. We're taking out the bad and we're putting in the good.
Yep.
And at the time, we didn't get that. And literally listening to her is making me recall those events, which makes me take a sip of wine. Aww.
He brought me some food.
Oh, he's the best. Okay, if anybody's hearing anything different, yes, Cult Tactics 101. I mean, I hear bite model all over this. So let's keep listening to her so we can compare it to the bite model, because I'm hearing it all.
It wasn't on accident. It was on purpose, right? It was using those small pockets of time and listening to the people who were elevating me and not listening to the people that were trying to keep me down at their level. So, I mean, there's so much that I could say about this, but like Katie said, like, this is just a little bit of an introduction of like so many different things that we're going to be learning and that we're going to be talking about over time. And I'm just here right now, like my main mission right now is just to encourage and empower every single person on this call, no matter where you're at in your life, what your life circumstances are, what you have going on, that you are surrounded by and supported by people who love you and they want to see you win. And we're going to encourage you to utilize the time that you do have and help you feel more powerful so that you can have more wins over time. If that sounds good to you, say hell yeah in the chat, because I'm hoping that there's a bunch of you guys who are on board for that, because I am very, very, very excited about it. So
that was the perfect time to stop. I was like, is she gonna take a breath yet? Because she needs to breathe.
Is she okay? She said nothing.
So people are asking about these mixed tiles in the back. It is known, if you follow Jessie Lee Ward, that she has her quote unquote champ wall similar. And I think a lot of the people within Pruvit have adopted. I don't know who started it. I'm just saying I know because Jessie Lee was my upline at the time, but she has mixed tiles of all her champs and people like that. So I think everybody else is starting to do the same, because they're recognizing their top performers, not realizing they need to recognize the low man on the totem pole, low person on the totem pole, because they're the ones who actually do all the work.
Yeah. And
in my opinion.
Yeah. And the thing that's crazy is that the people that are at the bottom of the pyramid, of the commercial cult, if you will, are the ones that are spending all the money on the ketones. And I'm not saying that in my opinion, because we saw it, we experienced it,
we lived it.
So I guess I could say, based on my experience, based on our experience, those are the people that find ways to order these ketones, and people just like her benefit off of that. They don't benefit off of, they do benefit off of people that rank advance, that are up there, but the majority of the money that they make is off of everybody else. So if everybody else stopped ordering ketones, if customers stopped ordering ketones, if people stopped, hey Hunter, if people stopped, their smart chips, and if people stopped ordering the new products, these people would not be making the money that they are. They wouldn't.
Let that sink in a little bit. Hey Hunter, because we can.
Also this.
Yeah.
The lack of diversity in this company. Yes. Yes and yes.
I have nothing to say. That comment just said it.
Oh, all. I'll say it.
I know. I mean, the comment says it all. It's very, in fact, Erin and I were talking about some of the former people that we were with in Pruvit. They're still in there. And how, I won't mention any of the names because that's not what this is about. But what I will say is that when you see the picture of them, they're physically exhausted. This time freedom that they're longing for, who really has the time freedom? It's giving snow, exactly.
It's giving snow. Hmm.
It's like there is no time freedom. It's not what it's about. All right, so now that she's taken a breath, shall we continue with her? Okay, let's go.
I just choked on my water. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to toss it over to the next person. But speaking of people who encourage us and inspire us and motivate us to be the best versions of ourselves, I was introduced to this person through the Pruvit community. And when you see her, she's first of all, gonna light your fucking face up just because she's happy. And she's always loving and she's always encouraging and she's creative. And she's gonna come and share with you just some of the things that are on her heart that she's excited about in this business. And she has so much skill, so much talent. I have not seen her beautiful face on her yet, but I'm assuming she's here. Chrissy Petty. Oh, there you are with your cute little tie-dye shirt and your bud. Hey, babe. I'm gonna
Hi,
talk to
babe.
you.
Hi. Oh my gosh, you're gonna make me tear up right there. Literally, are you guys like not fired the F up right now? Like, Alex, we're all
Girl, what are we fired up about?
I was just about to say, about what, bro?
What are
What?
we fired up about? I'm confused. My poor little brain.
Hi, still here waiting for the skills training. Thank you.
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, let's go.
in like a group chat. Alexis is like, I'm vibrating, and I'm like, I'm so giddy. Like, you just fired us up, Kels. Like, obviously Katie always fires us up, but like, oh, I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited to see all of you guys. I see you, Diana. Hi, Allie. Allie and I had like the most experience in Cancun. We literally went on those amphibian like jeeps and like almost died. It was so much fun. Hi, Laura. I see you too. Kim. Okay. So I'm like, I need to put my phone up. I'm so excited to be here with you guys because some of the things that were on my heart, like I didn't write a bunch of notes down. There's no like training, tactical training right now. You will hear some at the end. So
Shocker. You didn't write any notes. This isn't tactical training.
Oh no.
I'm so shocked right now.
You know, you're supposed to just know this stuff and recite it. Notes. That's for the week.
Also, this Nicole just
dying
said what I
fun.
was thinking. Who knew that almost dying was so much fun in Cancun?
I don't know what she's had, but she's had a little too much. Probably the caffeinated ketones. Who said that? I just read it. Chelsea.
Just calm it down. Just
Ooh, girl, breathe. Breathe. Just breathe. Take a breath. 1, 2, exhale. Sorry, that's not this kind of life. Okay, let's go.
So make sure that you stay on because you will hear some really, really amazing training tips from someone very special. But some of the things that are on my heart is like this group, like we all were in Cancun, we all were kind of talking, and like Katie said, we just had this moment of like, oh my goodness, there's so much like skills between us that's very different. Like we all have achieved success in different ways, and like we all have ways that we might want to improve too. Like this is about us helping you guys, but we all are helping this whole community, like to be able to come together in these different teams and to be able to share like.
Okay, so she's talking about bringing people. So the people, this had to be an earned trip to Cancun. So who really got to attend? I mean, I saw some of the pictures that Brian Underwood posted on his Instagram. Although I say that now, he'll probably block me.
I was just thinking.
I know, it doesn't
block
matter.
me.
Well, I mean, Jessie Lee thinks I have like 17 accounts to follow her. I'm like, sadly, no. I have one. I don't really care. I say that because she's actually said this on her Instagram about me.
She's
But-
cute. She's real threatened. I wonder why, Dre. Could it be because the call is coming from inside the house?
Oh, okay. That just left me speechless. I love that. That's fabulous. Okay, let's listen to this interesting human. No one cares about Cancun, ma'am. Chloe, we're right there with you. We're still waiting for the skills training, by the way.
I would love to share my Instagram tips and things that I've learned. Like, I am not a Canva girl. Like, I do not use Canva. Like, I use Instagram stories. That's how I make my content. Like, did you know that you can use Instagram? I will teach you. Like, I don't know Facebook groups very well, but you know who does? Like, Melissa May. She's going to teach us. Like, we all have these amazing skills that are very different, and we've all achieved success very differently. And I just want you to hear that, and I want you to like really pour it into your heart and know that there is not one way. There's not one way to be successful. There's not one way to become a millionaire, right? It's a million ways to make $1 million, BU always says. And I think that's very powerful. Like, a little backstory. My name's Chrissy, by the way. I haven't met you yet. Hopefully I get to meet you. Hopefully next week, because we're all going to be together in Kentucky, right? Drop a one if you're going to be in Kentucky. I'm seriously so excited. Did you even unpack your suitcase from Cancun? Okay, I did, but like I thought about it. Just like, let's keep it rolling. Okay, so I'm really excited because, okay, I have ADHD. What was I just going to say? Hold on, I lost my train of thought. Okay, 1 million ways to make $1 million. So there's so many different ways to do this. And I want you to just know that I came from the restaurant industry, okay? And I never, ever thought that network marketing, I never looked at that seriously. I was a proud supporter of all of my friends who did all the things, and I would go to all the parties and will gladly support you. But like, no, I was never the person that ever thought of doing that as a business, because I grew up single mom, taught my brother and I to work very, very hard and to stay in your job. And that's how you make a living, is you pick a career and you stay with it. My mom's worked in her industry for 35 years, and she's wonderful and amazing, and I love the work ethic that she instilled in us. However, I had these like small minded thoughts on like how I was going to live my life in terms of career. So when I started working in restaurants as a teenager, and then I moved my way up, and then I got into like training, which was cool, and I got to do some like classroom facilitating at Cheesecake, and then I got into management. I kept kind of moving into these different roles because I knew you just work really hard, you stay consistent, you be the best of the best, and then you stay in your job. So like, I stayed for 16 years.
I had to stop her for a second because she made a comment that just sort of did not sit well with my spirit. She mentioned, that she had a single mom. I said, I had a single mom. And she was a badass. May she rest in peace. She died many years ago. But what she instilled in me is to never settle and go after my dreams of what I want to do. So when I listen to her saying, I feel like she's twisting this into a sob story to attract a lot of single moms because they just will never get what they want unless you join this opportunity. This opportunity will change your life. I've had enough. Sorry. I was on my soapbox.
Go off, Dre. Go off.
Because I'm like, how dare you?
Listen,
I know. Right, Julie Joe? It's the spirit. It's just
seriously,
energy.
when Dre says this does not sit right with my spirit, it's about to go down. I should have
Because
warned y'all.
I'm like, oh no, that's it. Spirit has been activated. Let's keep going.
Years in the same industry. Now, my heart was there in many ways, right? The people, the food, like obviously, but I knew I wanted more. And so why I say like to take this thought of there's not only one way is because I didn't know that. Like, I literally think I thought, oh, I'm just in restaurants. I don't even have an 8 to 5 corporate job. Like, I put like a corporate job on this pedestal. Like, any of you guys, is this related to anyone? And I just thought, like, that's how you make it in this world. And so when I started drinking ketones and I literally felt my brain turn on, I was someone who's already eating keto. I knew that I needed to share this. And
Same time.
We
Same
both
time.
did it. And there it is. There is the opportunity. And when I started drinking ketones, my world changed.
Guess what? Your brain was running before you drank ketones. That's how you're alive. Just FYI. You didn't need to turn your brain on by drinking ketones. It's working. You're functioning. You're breathing. Your heart is pumping.
And obviously it was
because your brain's working.
She grew up in a corporate ladder. You know what? That's not such a bad career choice for some people. Some people, that's what they want to do. You can't knock it if that's something you want to do. And from the sounds of the trajectory that she took from A to B to Z, all the different steps, she literally did climb that corporate ladder. Is there to say that that is the be all and end all? Absolutely not. That's not what I'm saying. So, but then don't knock if somebody wants to follow that path and be happy doing it.
Yeah.
Like, who are you to say, oh, well, that's just not enough? Maybe for you,
Mhm.
but maybe for someone else, that's exactly where they're supposed to be.
Also, I saw somebody comment earlier about this sounds like an opportunity call. And the more I think about it, the more that I realize now that a lot of this type of training that we see, not just from teams, in my opinion, also from Pruvit, and Drake can
Mhm.
attest to that as well, is because they want to keep people in it. So it has to be like an opportunity thing, because people are like, if I just keep believing, if I just keep drinking ketones, if I just keep, showing up, eventually it's going to happen. No, it's not going to happen. And statistics show us, not just from the Prove It income disclosure statement, but also the facts and the data from the FTC, that if you keep believing and if you keep showing up, nothing is going to change, because it's 2022. Prove It was started in 2015. We saw the first person. I know her name. I'm just not going to say her name because whatever. But the person at the very beginning of this got in 2014, before Prove It even really launched. She was probably part of the remember how they used to talk about, I got this
Brainstorming.
packet of white powder sent to me. They said, mix it up in water and drink it. It tasted awful. I didn't know what it was. Oh, sure. Let me drink it.
And
Oh,
they
we
did.
can turn this into a money-making opportunity. Those are the people that make the most money off of these. That's why we see some of these top leaders that I specifically feature on my channel that are joining these other companies. They're getting in early because they know that that's how you make money. And then they bring teams from other companies. This is just, in my opinion, her shaming traditional jobs. Hey, guess what? There's people, just like Dre was saying, there's people that just want to have a regular job to be able to pay their bills and then live their life outside of that job. And I think I saw, like, Julie Joe commented something. I missed it because I was ranting. But my career is amazing because I can do 3 12-hour shifts whenever I want as PRN in ultrasound. I have flexibility. They act like anything other than MLM isn't flexible or only 8 to 5. Yeah, and that's because I feel like they have to do it in order to defend what they're participating in. I feel like she knows. Yeah. The TikTok sound. She knows.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like this is.
Even in my quote unquote corporate job, as long as I get the work done, it's not about, I don't work a 9 to 5. That's not what I do. And I have the time freedom where I can go record my videos. I can go every Saturday and cater to a different person and do different things. Don't knock the corporate world just because it's not for you. That makes sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy. All right, we still got more, y'all. Stay tuned.
And so my background is really just using social media to share my life and to create connections. And from that, I was able to build influence and build these relationships that are really rock solid and really fun, and grow this business. And so I'm excited to share that with you guys and share like the nitty gritty. One thing I think about these calls that we're doing together and how they're maybe going to be different than the team calls that you might be on or have been on, is we really have all decided we want to focus on the strategy. We want to focus on the activity. We want to focus on the systems and the how.
Where?
Because we know that mindset is very important,
We're still
right?
waiting.
It is, for sure. And we can like go on and on and on and talk about the mindset and talk about your intentions. And that is very important. But we really want these calls to be built on the action and the activity and how to get there. And like Kelsey, we are very, very similar. So I can be incredibly direct. People that have been on my team calls know, like, I will love you though till the end of time. I will encourage you. I will fan the flames.
They will fan the flames until you leave or speak out against them, because then they go live. And I'm referring to my own story. I was bashed by Miss Jessie Lee Ward on a live, which I have yet to watch, by the way, because
I have it if you ever want to watch it.
Very, very hateful, speaking badly of little old me and all these other things. So they will love you up until you actually say, this isn't for me. Then it's like you're out of all the groups, you're out of everything. I want nothing to do with you. So suck it. I don't think so. I think not. Bye-bye. Okay, but let's sorry, I'm like, the spirit is speaking to me today. Or maybe it's the wine. I don't know. It could be both.
I don't know, but I love it.
But think about it, because this is exactly what they do. They love you. They love bomb you. They love bomb you. They love bomb you. They love bomb you. Oh my goodness, you're the best. They put you on corporate calls. They put you on this because all of a sudden you might be doing super, super well within the business. And then all of a sudden you fall off and they're like, oh, they're just not working their business. They're just not working their business. Yes, Holy Spirit has been activated, I swear. But this is what they do. And, you know, I'm calling it out because for those of you who might be watching who are on the fence, might be in, one like I was, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, this is what they do. I think hate from jail should be viewed as a sign that you're doing something right. Amen. Although many people did not want me to watch that video. Maybe Erin and I will react to it someday because it was very, very hateful.
Yeah.
And she still thinks I've seen it. I haven't watched it because I could really give a rat's patootie about Jessie Lee Ward. So
Her day is coming. I'm going to say that because karma does not miss.
Oh, no.
And we're seeing that, but we'll save that for another time. Right, Dre?
Don't get me started. I'll pull out my card.
Of your dreams, whatever they look like. But I also will give it to you real if you're open to that. So I hope with your permission that you're open to all of us giving that and bringing that to you. And I wrote 3 little things down when we were on a call, just a planning call a week ago, and we were kind of talking about this, like we were talking about the strategy and the things and how we're still going to love you and we're still going to lead you and we're still going to empower you. I wrote these 3 sentences down. We're going to lead you to action. We're going to love you to action, and then we're going to empower you to action, because those are the things
Okay, so was that the skills training? Are they going to love me? They're going to empower me? And oh crap, what was the third one?
Lead you, love you, empower you to action.
Empower you.
What does that even mean?
Okay, again, they're going to love you as long as you're producing. As long as you are doing income, and what do they call it? Income generating
activities. Yep.
As long as you're doing those things, then yes, they're gonna love you. Oh, did you see Melissa's?
Yep, sure am.
It's like, yes, there's a lot of stuff that we're not going to talk about on this live because it's not
still collecting information.
Yeah, we have to gather all the facts. We need all the receipts first.
I mean, maybe we need to do our very own tea time. You know what I'm saying?
I think so, because it's the truth, though. One of the things you have to realize, and I think a lot of what I'm reading in the comments, because I'm trying to not, is comparing a lot of this to what the rhetoric, and I'm calling it rhetoric, that they're hearing in Elamir. But newsflash, every single MLM says the same thing. In fact, Erin was trying to be recruited. Oh, but you haven't done it with me. So you're going to hear this from everyone. This isn't anything new. It's new if you're new.
That's right.
And you're not new to this quote unquote industry.
Yep. I don't know if I said that in that video from today, but she'd only been in her company for 45 days.
Oh,
did I say that? Okay.
Yeah,
I couldn't remember if I did.
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
It is. Okay, let's keep going.
That it takes to build this business. Like BU is always talking about becoming this month, right? He has a word of the month that he kind of focuses on if you don't follow his social media. And this last month's been becoming. And I thought it was really powerful because it takes you thinking about who you want to be and where you want to go. And you really need to start acting that way to get there. Are you with me on this? Like, you can't just stay doing what you're doing and expect
nobody is with her
grow this massive business. I mean, it takes consistency.
Sadly, all of us.
So you do need to keep doing what you're doing, correct? But you need to layer things in, try other things, like get vulnerable and sharing your story in a different way, maybe on a different platform, right? So we're gonna lead you to action, we're gonna love you to action, we're gonna empower you to action, and I am freaking fired up. I just blabbed, but that was just what was on my heart. I'm really excited.
At least she admitted that all she did was blab. We got the truth.
Oh my God.
Oh, we got the truth, people. It only took an hour.
Oh my
And
God.
she's blabbed. Oh God, wait, I got tears.
Oh, I can't with
Oh,
this.
God.
It's only going to get worse.
Oh,
I'm sorry, but it's
I'm ready
only
for it. Are
going
y'all
to get
ready for
worse.
it? 'Cause y'all are with us now. We're ready for it. Let's keep going. Oh, I gotta hear this now.
Excited to get to know you guys better, to share what I can bring to this table, and also hear what the amazing women that are going to be on this call also can bring to this table, so that we can just like grow together. Are you guys down? Awesome. Okay, thanks for sharing. Thank you for listening to me share. I am going to pass it over to Alexis Brady. If you do not know who she is a freaking powerhouse. She is so incredible. I can't wait to hear from you, babe.
This gets crazy. This gets crazy.
What's up?
Bring it
Oh
on. I'm
my
ready for it.
goodness. I'm trembling. Like literally trembling. I have not like my kneecaps are going like what is happening right now? Let's just like stop for a second. Everybody take a deep breath. Like I have literally not felt my body like react in like such a visceral way in so long. And I was just thinking to myself, like, this is a world class group of women. Like, we're world class, and you guys, we're all attracted here because clearly you're aligned with what we have to offer. So if we're world class, that means you're world class, which means we have a world class fucking group.
Look at this comment. This is the Zoom version of trying to meet word count in an essay. Nothing said.
Y'all, you have me crying. I'm crying over here. Oh my
That is
God,
my favorite comment.
I'm having a
Y'all,
hot flash. I can't. This comment is
what did she
everything.
say?
I don't know what she said. It's like a whole bunch of nothing. It's like, it's true. You're in a college essay and you're counting every single word to get credit. Oh God.
I warned y'all.
I'm glad. Listen, for those of you new, I haven't seen this. This is my first react, so I'm loving this. I don't know what she's saying.
I told you it's just gonna get worse.
See this now. I'm ready. Let's go.
Group of people on this call right now meant for great things, and I was just literally, you guys, my fingers are tingling now. I'm gonna like probably just like start stuttering and fall over. Like,
Ma'am.
Oh no, wait, you cut it off right before.
Oh, did I? Crap.
Yeah,
Okay,
no. Let it go. And then
I was like, ma'am, if you're tingling and shaking, girl, that's a problem. Seek medical professional, please.
Yep.
Okay, this is the good part.
Listen to what she says next.
Okay.
my child is with a sitter because my husband is at a board meeting. So like if I just fall off my chair, can somebody like text 911 or something? Because I feel unwell in a good way. So this is a world-class group of people. And when Chrissy was talking, I just was envisioning Katie and Kelsey and me and Chrissy and Melissa on stage all at the same time, like on a stage. I don't know why, but like that vision came to me and I was like, sorry, but like, who the fuck are all those other people that are in Pruvit? Because all you need is us.
I'm sorry, y'all. I have these issues. I try not to cuss on my Zooms. I'm like, is she free based on the Elamir strip? I can't with these comments. Oh, goodness.
Maybe it's the NAC.
Something. I don't know what it is. Ooh, but she's... If she
Did
falls
you
off the
just
chair,
hear what she said? I pictured all of these people on the people speaking on the Zoom, all of us on stage, and the rest of Pruvit doesn't really matter because you guys have us. What? Ma'am, are you okay?
I'm concerned about several of them, actually.
The people that are on this Zoom are people you're making money off of, that you're supposed to be doing skills training for. And you're saying the only people that matter on the stage. Here's a fun fact for you. I can't remember her name. Here's a fun fact for you. Outside of that stage, nobody knows who you are. Nobody.
Facts.
It doesn't matter. It's smoke and mirrors. Ew. Ew, Steven.
I'm trying to keep it together. Okay, let's go. Because I feel like she's about to let loose.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's go, y'all.
I
Let's
mean,
go.
I'm
Let's
just kidding.
go.
Like, we have incredible leaders in our company, but like, this is it. Like, you're on the right team. You're in the right place. Hallelujah. Also, I have a claw clip in my hair. Has anybody gotten back on the claw clip times? I feel so fucking sophisticated and like I want to boss my husband around when I wear this thing. It's not even funny. Like, I just want to tell him what to do. I want to be like, take the garbage out. I have a claw clip in. Like, so if you guys don't know me, I'm Alexis Brady, and I have actually been in network marketing for 10 years. 10 years, you guys. And it completely changed my
Pruvit hasn't been around for 10 years. So yet we have another example of somebody that came from previous company or from other companies that more than likely, in my opinion, brought team members over. And that's how she probably ranked up.
WTF. That's all I can say because I feel it. I feel it. She's gonna lay some good stuff on us in a minute. I feel it. 10 years. Pruvit's only been around for 7. So where'd you come from? Oh, there. Allegedly. I don't know who she is. What did Whitney say? My name is not Susan. Her name is not Susan today. I don't know what her name is. She's just rambling. Let's hear what she's got to say. Ma'am, this is a Wendy's. This is a Wendy's. Gary! She took a strong, I don't know. I've never taken gummies. I have no clue what they do. Although something in life tells
and
me.
you know, okay, before I talk about myself, I just want to talk about
going.
Kelsey for a second because she completely like turned the fucking call upside down. Oh yes, I swear, by the way, I say the F word. It's just who I am. But she turned the call upside down. Like, she is, when my body started like doing weird things, I was like, it's when Kelsey started talking. And it's because like I know her on such a deep level and I love her so deeply. And Kelsey was the first person that I asked to try ketones. And she told me no. Okay.
Ooh.
And she's earned over $1 million with Pruvit, and she told me no. She was on food stamps when I asked her to try ketones, and she would get on Zoom calls with me at 2:00 in the morning because she was depressed and having a really hard time in her life, and would cry to me and ask me to help her figure out her life. And like, she's one of like the most unbelievable, like, ground shaking leaders of any people I've ever met in my life, and she gets to lead you.
I'm so glad you stopped it.
First of all, how dare you, not Dre, obviously, this gal, how dare you share somebody's struggle with mental health challenges and the fact that you were there for them as a friend, as a tool to reindoctrinate the people that are on this Zoom so you make more money. How dare you? This is disgusting, and you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
And not only that, Hunter made a point. He's like, they don't have food stamps in Australia, but somebody who might be on government assistance here in the United States, it's not a shameful thing. You know, why would you say, well, she just couldn't do these things? It's almost like saying, well, she couldn't pay her bills until I presented her with this opportunity. Like, for those of you who don't know what she's doing, this is called edifying the people who are coming before them or people who are coming after them, so on and so forth. This is what we used to do. So when we were on the Empire, Jesse Lee's team, we had to edify. If we had to say that it was her who was coming on or somebody else, we had to give them all the accolades. We had to elevate them into the stratosphere, into all the different things, because this is what it's about. Outside of Pruvit, nobody gives a crap who Jesse Lee Ward is or who I am. So you have to realize that within this echo chamber, this atmosphere of Pruvit is the only place, yes, the saber conflict, it's real. It's real. And I think that when you have humbling experiences outside of Pruvit, it almost brings you back down to reality. And Erin knows what I'm referring to. I just can't say what that's about. But, you know, sometimes, again, outside of MLMs, do people really even know who you are? Oh,
Yep.
Charlene, I just saw your comment. I said it before I saw your comment pop up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Like, you guys get to soak her up. Like, every time she talks, I'm just like, I wish people could see and know like who she was when I met her. And I always like knew there was magic inside of her, and I always knew that like she was going to crush it and inspire people and lead people. But like the level that she's like taken that and like just completely surpassed me in every aspect, like I just wanted to tell her that I'm proud of her, because I don't think I tell her enough. And tonight was like, whoa, like that's my girl, like my girl who was on food stamps, who was in a really, really dark place. And now she leads hundreds, thousands of people. And guess what got her to where she is today? This vehicle, the exact same vehicle that you guys are sitting in front of right now. And has it always been like easy or you know, a walk in the park? No. In fact, the first time Kelsey did an aero break, she ran out of the room. And if you don't know what an aero break is, we do it at events. You break an arrow on your throat. Sounds crazy. You think you're joining a cult. It changes your life. It's just what it is. What it is. It's amazing. But like the first time.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
We hit pause at the same time, Dre.
So I actually had my arrow. I just recently threw it out.
I threw mine in the trash. Bye, Felicia.
So she said it. You feel like you're in a cult. Did she just say that? Did y'all hear the same
We
thing?
said the quiet part out loud.
Do you want to talk about the arrow break real quick?
Yeah,
for the
I
people
also
who don't know what the arrow break is.
Yeah, I also want to say that she's staying to get the point and working real hard to miss it. Real hard. So the arrow break is you write on the arrow with a Sharpie some sort of limiting belief that's holding you back. And then you put the pointed part, it's dull. It's not like sharp, like it's not sharp, it's dull. Put it on the soft part of your neck, and then you walk forward and you say this chant.
Resistance.
My resistance is my power.
Or
Go, go, go.
Go.
Mm-hmm.
I had to think about that for a
And
second.
you step forward, and the other end of the arrow is against a board. Somebody's holding the board like this, so there's tension. And then you break it, and it's supposed to signify breaking through those limiting beliefs.
And
They do it at every Pruvit event, pretty much.
Almost. But I'll tell you, if you don't know what and they make you sign a release,
A waiver.
A waiver that they're not responsible for anything if something should happen. But when you do this, you're literally like you're pooping in your pants because you don't know what the heck. All you do is you see somebody with a board, an arrow on your neck, and you're like, am I insane? But
Yeah.
we all did it. We all did
Oh, just wait. She tells a really interesting story about how somebody didn't want to do it, and she literally chased them down to make them do it.
Oh, I gotta hear that. Okay, let's hear that first.
Yeah.
That she was like stepped up to do it, like she tried to like run out of the room and escape, and I literally hunted her down, and I was like, no, you're gonna turn around and you're gonna go back in there and you're gonna break the fucking arrow on your neck.
Real quick, I saw a comment. It's like Jessica Hicks and they walked over hot coals. I've done that several times as well. You did that too, didn't you, Dre, at one of the last Pruvit events that we attended? Yeah, we walked on hot coals too.
I also do that with Tony Robbins.
Same. Wait, I missed the comment. Where'd it go? This comment right here. What? Like, yeah.
So when you're in it, someone and you force them to do something they didn't want to do. Yeah, this isn't a cult.
But when you're in it, you don't see it that way.
No, you don't.
just speaking from our experience of breaking this arrow, you don't have time to think about it.
No.
Everybody's doing it. You're walking through the lines. They're pushing everybody through, and you don't have time to think about it, which when now, as we've processed and we've left, the company and MLMs in general, now I realize that is the very chaos that these companies and the leaders capitalize on. If there's chaos and you're constantly jumping from one Zoom to the next, you don't have time to go, well, wait a second, how is this helping me in my business?
So it's called busy work.
Yeah, it's interesting. Let's keep going.
Sam said it, Cult 101.
Because you're going to change here. You're going to grow here. And I'm pretty sure Katie was holding the board and Kelsey was literally trembling from head to toe. And like the amount of things that she has had to overcome to become the person that she is today, it all has come from this here. So like, if you think like, oh, I'm not one of those people, or I'm in too dark of a place, or, oh, I'm on food stamps, or, oh, my checking account is negative 300, or, oh, I'm really bad with my money, or my family doesn't do things like that, end it. It's over. That's not the story anymore. The story changes here. Because her story was that, and you wouldn't even know that that was her. You wouldn't even know that's where she came from. But it was from this, right here, this. So something I've been working on as I've been trying to like improve my habits and get back into consistency. And I say that because I became a mom 11 months ago. I have a daughter that's going to be a year in like 2 weeks, and I don't understand how, and it's the craziest thing ever. But as a new mom, I've had trying times, and it's been a very interesting season for me, and it's been a lot of growth and a lot of experiences. And in the last probably about 30-45 days, I've really buckled down on getting back to doing the things that make me the best version of myself. Like waking up in the morning before my kid wakes up to do my workout, because if I don't do my workout before she wakes up, well, then I'm not going to do it. I'll find excuses. Things like that really are getting me back into just like habits, like doing the things. And something that I've been playing with, and I wanted to share this, I want you guys to pull out your pen and I want you to write this down on a piece of paper. I'm okay with staying exactly where I am.
I'm sure she's going to give us some revelation of information.
I'm waiting for the hook. I'm waiting for the hook.
I had to stop it right there because I know she's going to lay it on us. We're going to see the lights. But what is wrong with being okay where you are? I'm just saying, I got to hear what she's got to say.
I agree. I love that. I think that when you embrace where you are, that's being grateful. And when you're constantly chasing, and I'm just going to speak for myself, constantly chasing the next rank, the next income level, you don't appreciate where you're at. And I understand everybody has a struggle. I also understand that I'm coming from a place of privilege in that statement. When you are able to be comfortable with where you're at, and that doesn't even mean like financially, it's kind of, you appreciate the process, you appreciate your life and the people that you choose to surround yourself with. If you're constantly using this kind of fear-mongering statement, which she's about to explain, nothing's ever going to be good enough.
Yeah. It's almost like it's okay to be comfortable in your own skin. Everyone has an evolution. They go through their own stages of where they are, where they can accept themselves. And that's okay. It's called life.
Yep.
Yeah, write that down, girly. It's called life. You have to experience, all of us have these beautiful experiences, whether they're good, bad, or indifferent, but that is what shapes who we are.
Right.
I was in this. I get it. I bought it all hook, line, and sinker. I was like, just sign me up. I want all the things. But then when you get to a point outside of it, you start to realize that this is a bunch of nonsense.
That's right.
It's like they're doing this because they want to prey on you.
Yeah, they want you to stick around. They want you to keep showing up. They want you to advertise for Pruvit, and many of them, in my opinion, for free. They want you to continue doing what you're doing, ordering the new ketones, paying, thousands of dollars to get to the events because it benefits them. And
Well-
then they package it up with this beautiful bow like they're servant leaders. No, chick, it's about you making more money.
Well, remember, what was it? Rep the brand that pays you.
Oh yeah,
Wasn't that Jessie Lee's famous word?
sure was. How's that working out for her?
We'll talk about that later.
Not so
But
well,
that's another episode.
allegedly.
Like,
Mm.
all right, let's hear about this creepy back. She's giving me like very rated R vibes.
Mhm.
Backdrop. Ooh, some of y'all just nailed it. It's like a creeper. Okay, let's see.
Okay, so my alarm goes off in the morning at 6 o'clock. I don't want to get out of bed. I live in the mountains. It's cold in the morning. I can't sleep without a fan. The fan is blowing on full force. I'm likely naked because I don't like sleeping with clothes. And I'm literally shivering and the alarm goes off. And do you think I want to get out of bed? Fuck no. I want to pull the covers over my head and I want to roll over. So I've been playing with saying to myself, okay, I'm okay with staying exactly where I am. And I don't like that. That feels very uncomfortable to me because I'm not okay staying exactly where I am. So I turn the fucking alarm off and I rip the blanket off and I stand up and my ass is cold and I go put my workout clothes on and I walk downstairs and I chug a keto kick and I do my workout.
Okay, but let's talk about why she's not comfortable where she's at. I don't recall what rank she is. I don't know.
Yeah, she never
Obviously.
mentioned it.
Huh?
She never mentioned it.
Right. Okay. I don't know what kind of income she's making. I'm pretty sure she's like a rank 9 or a rank 10. She's making some money. And the people that are on this Zoom are striving to make the money that she's making, to be the rank that she's that she's at. And she's sitting here in her privilege to her team members saying, I'm not comfortable where I'm at.
So what is that saying about your team? That they should, and I understand when you want, no, Devin, she's not a part of the Empire. It's a different team outside of the Empire and Pruvit. But I understand that you want people to excel. You want them to do well, right? And we want that for everyone. We want you to live your best life and do all the things that you want to do. However, space, according to your rules, that's the part that's pissing me off. Okay.
Because I'm not okay
sorry.
with staying where I am. So say that to yourself. Anytime you're faced with a situation where you can do something or not do something, just say to yourself, if I'm not going to do it, all it means is I'm okay with staying exactly where I am. I want you to ask yourself right now, do you want to stay exactly where you are right now? Yes or no? Put a yes or a no in the chat. There's a fuck no. That was my sister, by the way. No. Hell to the nah. No, absolutely not. Nobody. Okay, well, say this to yourself. I'm okay with staying exactly where I am. The other thing that I wanted to say is that Chrissy kind of talked to us about how we really want to focus on the tactical things and giving you guys real action items and real things to do in your business to move the needle forward, right?
Has anybody heard anything tactical yet? Crickets.
I haven't.
Crickets.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Things that will help you grow your business and reach more people and make more money. Okay? So what that means is that mindset is an absolute expectation. We are expecting you to work on your mindset every day because we're not going to always be giving you mindset. Now, of course, is it going to be woven into the content that we're delivering to you weekly? Absolutely. But the expectation of 334 people on this call is that you take your mindset seriously. It's an expectation because it's the bare minimum. You have to take care of your mind before anything else. Because if your mind ain't right, how are you going to turn around and go find people that want to join you? People follow you. They follow energy. They follow excitement. They follow, you know, a feeling that they get when they look at you or they listen to you or they watch you. That's what they're going to follow. It's not always about the product. I mean, the product is fucking amazing and it works.
So, I'm sorry. So they're following you, really don't using her lingo, give a shit about the products, but they're just going to follow you, which we've been saying all along. You know, what's the saying? People buy from people they know and trust. They don't buy a product. They buy from who they know and trust. I learned that from an Eric Worre event when I first started. And actually, I learned about Eric Worre years before Pruvit. But yeah, we're gonna have to do that Eric Worre video.
Yeah, we really are, because I'm ready to rumble.
Because when you start to realize who and you know,
Hey, DC.
listen to who is she targeting?
Yep.
What are the scenarios that she's saying? I want you to be crystal clear. For those of you who are still in an MLM, don't comment, you'll get blocked. But listen, who are they targeting?
Yeah.
The disenfranchised. At least from what I'm listening to her say. She hasn't said, oh, I have this fabulous person who's making an astronomical amount of money and they're joining my business. No, it's always the woe is me story. It's always the mom who can't make ends meet. It's always, I'm just regurgitating what she's saying. It's always about what is always going, there's always a motive behind everything that is said. So I'm just like, whoo, girl, that's a lot to take in.
Nailed it.
100% of the time. What better product? But take the product out of you. Like, people are going to follow you for you. They follow you for your energy, your excitement, your mason jar of bright pink ketones with your bright eyes. That's what they're following you for. So you have to take care of your mind and you have to put energy into invest. What's the best investment you'll ever make in your entire life? It has nothing to do with money. It's yourself. If you're going to invest in something every single day, you have to invest in yourself. And I'm not one to be like, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do this, because there are a million ways to make $1 million. There is only one way to become the best version of yourself, and it's investing in yourself through mindset. Listen to a podcast, listen to an audiobook, read 10 pages of a book, whatever it is. Google YouTube inspiration. Don't overthink it.
You could look up anti-MLM content on YouTube. Shameless plug. And incredible recipes on Dre's channel. I said what I said.
Listen, I love food, people. You'll always find some good recipes and if you have ideas, just let me know. You can always email me, find me on Instagram as well, Dre in the Kitchen.
To this point, or
oh no,
what
did I do?
Entire life. It has nothing to do with money. It's yourself. If you're going to invest in something every single day, you have to invest in yourself.
What is happening? That was weird.
And I'm not one to be like, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do this, because there are a million ways to make $1 million. There is only one way to become the best version of yourself, and it's investing in yourself through mindset. Listen to a podcast, listen to an audiobook, read 10 pages of a book, whatever it is. Google YouTube inspiration. Don't overthink it. And honestly, sometimes in the morning, I get up and it's like 10 minutes. That's all I need. Like, mindset has to be the expectation from here on out, because we're a world-class group of people and we're going to do magical, miraculous things moving forward. But only if everybody is on the same page and understands that, like, we show up here to work and we show up here to get the tactical business things that moves the needle forward and helps you finally get from point A to point B, as long as you promise that your mindset is number one.
You know how I get to from point A to point B?
Mindset.
I follow the directions in my maps on my phone. That's how I get from point A to point B.
I'll tell you something. When they talk about mindset, I think mindset is very important. It helps me get throughout my day. Guess what? I don't need an MLM to learn about mindset. I'm not trying to manipulate anyone.
I love this comment from Hunter.
Hunter.
Look up Pruvit on YouTube and see what comes up. Many of us.
It's, oh God. I need another sip of wine.
Jerry's bringing me alcohol. So, all right, let's keep going.
Let's keep going, people.
If you agree, put agree in the chat. Promise me. And then tomorrow morning, when you wake up and you don't really want to get out of bed, or you don't really want to turn on, inspiration on YouTube, or you don't really want to look for a podcast, then all you got to say
Gibberish.
to yourself is,
Gibberish.
it's okay. I'm okay with staying exactly where I am. And if that feels uncomfortable to you, good. It should. And it should make you say, God damn it, I'm not comfortable with staying where I am. I don't have to stay where I am. You don't have to continue to stay where you are.
Ma'am, I chose not to stay where I was. I got out of Pruvit, launched my channel, and I'm actually successful and happy. Yeah. Don't join an MLM. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, what's that? Oh, yay! I'm out of wine. This sucks. I haven't drank half the bottle, I can tell.
Ivan.
He came up and I was like, where's I opened this specifically just for this.
Guys,
So
this
I
is
used to live. Oh, I know the hard cider. Is it good?
well, this is hard soda. This is like an
Oh.
alcoholic Sprite.
Oh, I love it.
Should we pause for just a second and do an ASMR moment? You guys into it?
Go for it. We need a break from this gibberish.
Complete gibberish. Complete. These people, I think, just want to hear themselves talk. Anyways, here we go.
I love the sound of bubbles.
Was it real loud?
Not those kind of bubbles. I like to pop a champagne bottle.
Yeah, that tastes. There's a difference between Sprite and 7-Up. You know what I mean? Like they taste very different. This tastes more like 7-Up.
So I used to live in Southern California in Temecula, which is Southern California's wine country. So this is from Europa Village. It's one of their delicious artist series.
I love that. My aunt used to live in Temecula.
I'm loving this. Well, yeah, I miss Temecula. I would move back in a second. I can't say that to Ivan because he'll start yelling.
We don't want that. We don't want Ivan yelling.
No, we don't want that either. Okay,
love him.
Let's keep listening to this. Fascinating. Yeah, getting fancy. I'm trying, Avery. I'm trying.
Skills training.
Skills training. Yes.
Okay, so do this. Close your eyes. And okay, I swear to God, I will flip through the camera. If you are trying to look at me with your crazy ass eyeballs when I tell you to close your eyes, I will call you out. Close your damn eyes. Because y'all be looking creepy with your eyes open.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Okay. Take a deep breath in.
Scared.
And a deep breath out. The laughing has to end now, Katie. Okay, get the jibbies out because I'm going to shift for a second. Breath in. Deep breath out. Okay.
You'll have to tell me what this reminds
you to picture yourself with a light shining off of you. It's coming off of you. And it can be whatever color you want. White, yellow, green, blue, purple, orange, pink. Doesn't matter. Everyone's color is going to look different. But you have this light, and it's a color, and it's beaming off of you.
McClendon.
And you're in the middle of a field. And for acres and acres and acres and acres, there's just a blank field. But there's a light beaming off of you. And you start walking. And you're walking, and that light is beaming off of you.
Ma'am, that's called alien interaction. Oh my God, I'm scared.
Trey.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it.
Oh
I'm
my
like, if there's
God.
a light shining on me and it's radiating, girl, that's an alien saucer coming to abduct your ass.
What
You
in the
see what
Skinwalker
color
Ranch is
the light
happening?
is?
Have y'all watched that show? If you haven't watched it, you need to watch it. Okay.
Sorry, I'm a sci-fi person.
This is giving me pancreatitis.
Okay, she's stepping into the light. She's stepping into the light.
God.
Okay, let's see what she says. Oh, goodness gracious.
And you're walking through this field, and you're walking and you're walking, and you can hear your feet shifting through the weeds. And you're walking and you're walking and you're walking and you're walking. And up in the distance, there's somebody, and it looks like you. And you're walking and you're like, weird. I feel like I see myself in the distance. I see myself, and you keep walking and you keep walking and you keep walking. And you're getting closer and you're getting closer, and you're like, oh my God, that is me. That is me. I see myself. I see myself. I see myself. And you get closer and you get closer. And within like 5 feet, it's you. And you get up to that person and you open your eyes, but don't open your eyes. Keep your eyes closed. But you open your eyes and you look at that person. And you're like, it's me. Oh my God. But you have light. You have the light beaming off of you. But you're looking at you on the other side. And the person looks at you and they say, you did it. You are glowing. You're beautiful. You're miraculous. You did the things you said you were going to do. You accomplished things that nobody would have ever thought you could have accomplished. You broke the pattern. You changed the family dynamic. You made the difference. You helped a lot of people. You made an impact. You did it. And that person reaches out and they hug you and they say, I'm so glad that you didn't stay where you were. And I'm so proud of you. And I love you. Keep on doing what you're doing. And they let go and they walk away and they disappear, and you look around and you're in this field and this light is just glowing off of you and beaming off of you. And what happened was you ran into the old version of yourself. You ran into the person that you could have been and that you would have been if you would have continued to stay where you were, but you didn't. You used the vehicle. You used the opportunity. You took the chances. You made the risks. You did the things that were uncomfortable. And look at what you end up.
Okay, I had to stop it. So, for those of you who are listening to what is this in the meditation hell? Yes, now she's She-Hulk. Sherry, you're killing me. You're killing me. But so
I'm
what
too tired for all this Dre. I can't.
She warns me, people. Erin warns me. So
Oh,
one of
God.
the things at every Pruvit event, Brian Underwood at the end would do this exact very exercise, which is probably why she's doing it. And it is a manipulation tactic. It's meant to get you into the mind space. I can't. Erin does need a nap. Get you into the mindset where you're drinking the Kool-Aid, and the Kool-Aid is now becoming a part of your DNA. This is the whole point of showing you what can be if you follow this vehicle. That's what you're hearing. And the tactic, if you're we all fell into it. Erin and I both fell in, y'all, we were living in the Kool-Aid. But
Yep.
this is what we went through. And that's what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Ugh.
I know. And it's purposefully in a meditative state. they lower the lights. The lights turn blue, actually, I believe. A very light blue throughout the entire area, wherever it is. And the voice goes from being super high elevated, multiple octaves, to being very, very low. And it gets you into a trance-like state.
And the music. Don't
And the
forget about
music
the
is
music.
it's very whatever you hear on meditation channel. I belong to like so many different meditation apps because that's what I sleep to. I don't need to listen to a podcast. Thank you very much. Although I do. But this is the whole point of it. And that's what she's trying to do to the people on this call.
Yep.
And if they're new, they have no clue what bingo. It's hypnosis. What she's trying to do. She's trying to draw you in.
And NLP happens absolutely at Pruvit events. Joseph McClendon teaches at these events, speaks at these events, and does exercises just like this, which is probably where she got it from.
Yeah.
And it's programming everybody in that room. And the majority of people have no idea. And people are crying and they're like, oh my God. And it's real bad, in my opinion.
And it's what literally, it's a cult mentality.
Yes.
And you just don't realize that you're falling into a commercial cult.
Yes. Yep.
It's scary is the word I want to use. So let's listen to what this human has to say.
Open your eyes. How's that feel?
Crazy.
I see a lot of tears. It's okay to cry. The light that beams off of you when you're the best version of yourself, that's who you're meant to be. And this vehicle, the vehicle that helped Kelsey go from food stamps to making over $1 million and leading people and making an impact on people, and everything she does, from the way she looks to the way she talks, to the way that she shows up in her life, is better because of Pruvit, because of our community, because of the resources we get here. All you have to do is just continue to tell yourself, I'm okay with staying where I am, or I'm not okay with staying where I am. And I'm going to do something today that was more than yesterday.
1% better.
When you're born, and having my daughter has really opened my eyes to this. When you're born, you're the most perfect, pure version of yourself. And every single day that you get older and older and older and older into adulthood, that view of yourself, that perfect, pure version of yourself, changes because of the outside world, because of the things that people say to you, because of the experiences that happen to you. You get made fun of, your parents say things to you, and that shifts. So all you got to do is try to get back to being the version of yourself that you were when you first came into the world.
You mean the part where we're not taught outside elements, where everything is a learned behavior, and when you're born, you literally have no sense of right and, it's like a blank slate. You absorb everything that's in your environment around you. I mean, I'm not a psychologist or anything. I'm just generalizing here. But this is what she's referring to. She's like, you want to get back to that original time when you were born. Ma'am, I mean, I've seen it on YouTube. There are kids who remember when they were infants and they can recall things. But I'm like, that's just like a unique experience. Like, what the hell are you talking about? You want us to get indoctrinated into Pruvit?
Yep. And this comment right here just adds to it. This comment is exactly what happens at these events. I just imagine this meditation happening after 10 hours of singing and chanting, where everybody is hungry and delirious. Nobody has slept. You've been jumping up and down all day long. You're basically in a fasting state for long periods of time.
Until the outcomes are met.
Yeah, until the outcome is met. There's no schedule. You don't know what time you're getting out. They do give lunch and dinner breaks, but you don't know when that's going to be. Many of the venues that they rent out, you're not allowed to bring in food. And so these people, you either leave the training, which you're shamed for doing that.
Or you're pumped up on ketones all day.
Mm-hmm. Just drink more ketones. Make sure you remember we used to bring like a full box of ketones for a weekend training.
Bags worth. And then
Yeah.
you'd be pumped up on 4, 5, 6 ketones in a day because
Easily.
there was no food.
Easily.
I used to sneak out to go get food, and people are like, "Where are you going?" None of your freaking business. I'm hungry.
Also,
You know?
yeah, one thing that many people don't know is that when you attend their events and you're a rank 6 or above, you're a champ and above, you go to meetings before the event starts and you go to meetings after the event start. And then Jessie Lee would have her own champ meeting after that I typically didn't go to because I was like, I'm going to bed. Well, what else do we need to talk about?
And then you sleep on maybe 4 or 5 hours of sleep because you're so excited. You're in the thick of it, but you literally are absorbing all that stuff, and you're literally, it feels almost like you're on speed. You're on this constant speed. You're on so many freaking ketones.
Yep.
That you're just like, you just want to keep going and going and going, but you're literally, so what's happening in the background is your body is in a fasted state. So you don't have all these different things where you can escape and walk away for an hour. They're like, no, just drink more ketones, do this. Yeah, the debrief. And then that would last till 1, 2 in the morning. And then if you were on Jessie Lee's team, you would plan out the next day. And if you were Rising Champs and Champs, you had to go early. It was crazy. Oh. Did you mean an entire team and mine? Oh, I'm sorry. I must have misread.
Yeah, it's wild. I just think, this is something that I feel like you and I can cover because we've been at these events, we've experienced it. And like I said earlier, the call is coming from inside the house. So it's not like, even though now we're looking at it from the outside, we also have a very inner circle perspective of what it's like. And this is a small taste of it, but it's, in my opinion, it's disgusting. And it's just meant to control people.
It's scary. How many people fall prey to MLMs because of this very thing that we're witnessing?
Yep.
Okay, let's see what this little crazy girl has to say. Because she's giving me the crazy vibes, people. It's all the crazy vibes. I'm scared.
Perfect, pure version. Like my daughter Roz, like she smiles at fucking everything. And like, I just like tickle her belly and she laughs. And like she crawls and I cheer for her. And she climbs up the stairs and I cheer for her. And I tickle her and she laughs. And like, she knows nothing but pure happiness and joy. Because she's not letting the outside world get into her because that's not even a thing yet. So the more sadness or negativity or, pessimism that you feel, it's from the outside world. And they're trying to come in and dim that light. But remember, the old version of you that you just met in the field, they couldn't believe the light that was shining off of you. And they were proud of you because you did things and you made it happen. That's you. That's the version of you that's meant to be.
And what they don't talk about are all the things that you have to sacrifice to be the you that everyone will then rave about. Because there's a lot of, they don't mention the things that they ask you to sacrifice. I remember being at an event and I heard somebody say, well, your husband doesn't believe in what you're doing. Well, maybe you should find a new husband.
And that person was Jessie Lee. I said what I said.
Oh, I wasn't going to go there.
I was.
But these are things that are literally said. You should find a new husband. Your spouse doesn't support you. Go find a spouse that will.
Yep.
It's crazy. Yep. But this is what people don't realize is what truly is behind the scenes. So what you see here is the smoke and mirrors and all is wonderful in the world. Yeah, no, it's not.
Yep.
It's not.
What you're going to do here with us in this world-class group of people. So we've got a fantastic person to close the call out. And I'm going to introduce you guys to Melissa May.
We
and she
still have
is
another
going
person, Lord
to
Jesus.
do everything and anything that we've
Oh
all
my
done
God,
on
this
the
next
call tonight, which is like
speaker.
make you feel good, energize you,
Hot mess.
pump you up, get you fired up. Like you literally these 5
Bring it
people,
on,
I'm just
girl.
like,
I'm ready. Who's
what is
next?
even happening? I don't think we really truly understood what was gonna happen until we did this. And now it's just happening, and I'm like, my computer screen is gonna combust. My throat hurts from holding it.
Girl, drink some water.
I love it. But I've had the pleasure to be around Melissa. She is just a light. Oh my God, just a light, positive, biggest smile. I just want to like hug her, and she's incredible, and she's wise, and she's very business savvy, and she is just another incredible, valuable person that you guys get to be led by. So, Melissa, let's close it out.
Hello. Oh my gosh, you guys. Was that just I'm like, so I texted girls a little bit ago before this, like before Alexis even started talking. I was like, I'm like shivering, and I don't know if I'm cold, nervous, or excited, or just all of it, right? Like my whole body was literally shivering as I was sitting here. So that little exercise, Alexis, was actually super helpful. So thank you, thank you for that. And this is exactly why all 5 of us got together, because I know for a fact that no one on my team has ever gotten to experience a call like Alexis just gave to us. Like, and this is where the power in this collaboration comes from, because every single one of us has a different strength, and together we are super excited to pour those strengths into everyone. Because I could say the same thing that Kelsey says, and someone on Kelsey's team who has heard Kelsey say it 100 times might finally hear it because I said it differently, or just the law of familiarity. I cannot say that freaking word. You guys know what I'm talking about.
Familiarity.
I can't say familiarity. I don't know why, but it
Pancreatitis.
cracking up. I don't know why I can't say that word, but you guys know what I mean. So this is an opportunity for us to maybe hear some of the same things that we've been hearing over and over and over again from a different person, in a different way, in a different perspective, and it's just going to click. The light bulbs are going to go on for all of us, and it's so cool that I get to go after Alexis, because one of the things that I wanted and was going to share was that so I am Melissa May, by the way. I've been with Pruvit for a little over 4 years. I've been in this industry for 6 years. And the first
Are y'all noticing a pattern? The people that are the top ranks are people that have been in the industry for longer than Pruvit's been open, or were a part of previous companies that probably brought over team members.
2 years I was in this industry, I was not good, like not good at all. I think in 2 years I made $1,000, like, and that was probably on commissions of products that like I bought for myself. You know what I mean? Like it probably wasn't even like real legit.
Did she just admit it? I probably earned commission on the products I bought for myself. What would it be, your ghost account? I'm just saying.
She said the quiet part out loud yet again. Thank you for that.
Voice. Hello.
Commissions. And that whole time I was learning, I was observing, I was watching what the top people in our industry were doing. I was watching what the successful people in that company were doing. I was watching how they were showing up. And when I came to Pruvit, I made a decision. I had a burning desire because I came to Pruvit when my twins were 3 months old, and daycare was really freaking expensive, and diapers and formula were really freaking expensive.
If you have a burning desire, you should get it checked by a doctor.
6 figures, I was still living paycheck to paycheck. I was still struggling with having extra money after daycare, diapers, and formula. And so I had this burning desire in my heart. I was like, I want to, number one, get home with my baby so I don't have to spend a ridiculous amount of money on daycare anymore, just to be away from my kids for 40 hours a week. And I want to not feel guilty when I do spend money on something like hair and makeup and nails.
So I'm stopping it real quick because the thing that I'm hearing is she's starting to shame. So when you start to hear, and this is something that happens and it's not just Pruvit, it's in a lot of that we've witnessed and seen, is that they will always shame The moms, from what I hear, a lot of it is the moms who don't have the time, the moms who this. They're always looking for that vulnerable mom. Oh, Nicole, you just posted that. And that's a target audience, and it's a very big target audience. And I want you to hear that because she does it, and I'm sure there's others and countless others that do it. And that is a very proven tactic that we have witnessed, we have seen, we have done. And I say done, I don't think I targeted moms, but I'm sure at some point in time we have. And that's just because that's what we did. That's what we were taught. We were part of that indoctrination, is understanding that what you can do can be duplicated over and over and over, as long as you can find the most vulnerable of people who just need this opportunity. They're just praying for it, but they don't know it yet. Do I sound like an evangelical? I feel like this is what we're hearing. Woo, child. Okay.
Your spirit is talking, my friend.
It's talking again. It's the spirit, people, because it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, whatever it is. And so when I came to Pruvit, what Alexis was just telling us, like the mindset, I legitimately became a different person when I came to Pruvit.
That's
started
not a good
acting
thing.
as if I was a top leader in our company well before I ever was, before I even had one team member. I was showing up as that person. I was showing up as the person with the light beaming out of my head who I wanted to become. I didn't wait to earn 7 figures. I didn't wait to have a big team. I didn't wait to earn my car.
So what we've been taught when we were in is act as if you're already that 7-figure, 8-figure, 9-figure, 10, whatever the hell figure earner that you are. Act as if. Pretend that you are there. This is what she's telling, that she told herself that she was a top leader before she was actually a top leader. Who just wrote that? Melissa. Girl, I just read your comment. But that is part of beginning to alter your mental state, if you will, into getting into an MLM.
Also, aren't ketones supposed to help with focus?
I don't know, but I feel like I'm running in a little hamster wheel right now.
To show up as that person, I showed up as that person I wanted to become from day one. And I think it's just such an important reminder because I'm going to give you guys some tactical action steps to take. I want you guys to show up when you take these actions. When you take these actions, I want you to show up with the energy of who you are becoming, not the person who you are today, the person who's scared, the person who's not certain, the person who doesn't know if you can actually do this, the person who is afraid to be rejected or doesn't want someone judging them.
They're making me
I want you to start
tired.
showing up as that person. I want you to show up as the person who is dead ass confident and certain about what we have here, what we're doing here, and what your purpose is here. So if you guys can agree to show up as that person, put I agree in the chat. Because the action steps, the results from these action steps are going to 10 times, they're going to be so much better when you show up with the confidence and the energy and the light.
What is she
meaning
saying?
Has anybody,
that you want
did we
to-
just
that you're
take,
stepping into, that you want to become.
I feel like I
So,
want to squirrel.
give you these action steps. Thank you guys. We all agree. Awesome. I cannot wait to see. You guys, energy is real. Vibrations are real. People can feel it. Some people can see it. It does make a difference how you are.
Oh, yes, it does. Because if I feel your energy is wicked and evil, Jessie Lee Ward, I said it.
I love that you said it.
You.
Facts.
But it's the whole point where, yes, it's true. You will know who you're going to vibe with, regardless if you're in an MLM or not. Hopefully you're not in an MLM. But the whole thing about it is that they do this because what they want is a like-minded mentality. Again, we go back into the cult world. They want you to all be vibing the same thing so that you can relate, quote unquote, into what they're saying, which is, I don't know what they're saying.
My favorite thing that Brian Underwood says is, well, if you knew the answer, what do you think it would be? Well, I don't know, fool. That's why I'm asking you the question. I wouldn't be asking the question if I knew the answer. The hell?
Right? Oh, people.
Let's keep going.
Listening.
Let's
Are
just.
energetically vibrating when you take these actions. It 100,000% makes a difference. Okay, please trust me in that. Please trust me in that. So the other thing I wanted to say before I give you guys some action steps is I had a team member today reach out to me, and she said something, and I wanted to share it with you because it's really powerful. She has a goal. She has something that she wants, right? She wants to be able to buy a new camper for her family in cash. And that's something that's like driving her in her Pruvit business right now. Does everybody have like a selfish goal? Like, it's
That's
okay.
not selfish.
Like, does everybody like, guys,
What?
I have selfish goals. Like, I want to redo my whole pool area and like make it like this very pretty oasis.
Why is that a
like,
selfish
peaceful
goal?
and
Right.
calming
It's a
and
goal.
like private. I've got does everybody have selfish desires, like a selfish thing that they want for
Ew.
themselves that you can
up.
anchor yourself, like that you can use to be like, shit, I want to have that so bad. I'm gonna do these, like I'm gonna take this action, right? We all have that. But she said something to me. She said, I feel bad for having a selfish desire. I feel bad for wanting something. Does anybody ever feel bad? Like you've been, it's brainwashed, by the way. You've been brainwashed to think like wanting anything.
You're right there.
Praise the Jesus, she has said it.
You're right there, Melissa. Oh, but you're not you're not getting it. You're missing the point.
But the whole thing about having a selfish goal, like, okay, so I have goals. There's certain things I've redone, this office, other things. I've redone my own personal life. Those are goals. Why are they a selfish goal?
Right.
I mean, if y'all understand what the selfish goal thing means, please educate me, because I'm like, why would it be a selfish goal? Is it not just a goal?
I don't know why.
Girl, put it in an email. Just like, who said that too? Who wrote that? Sam, you got that. This could have been an email that would have lasted 5 minutes. Oh, praise. Y'all, we got this. Let's just see what words of
Home
wisdom
stretch.
she shares with us.
Thing for yourself is bad, right? Does anybody think that, like, if you want anything for yourself, you're bad, you feel guilty, right?
Targeting
And
moms.
so I had this conversation with her, and I said, listen, it's the exact opposite thing of selfish, because you cannot physically obtain the success here to achieve your goals without serving people, without helping people, without making a difference in someone's lives.
Let me translate that. You can't hit your goals here in Pruvit unless you recruit. There, I said it. Next speaker.
For real, girl. Like, we got you. You need to recruit to grow. We heard you. Can we move on, please? Please.
Without changing someone's life. To make that type of money, don't you think that you're actually impacting other people's lives? You're serving people, you're helping people. It's absolutely not selfish, right? You cannot have a selfish, you can't be successful here at Pruvit and not help someone.
Spit it out.
It's just not possible, right? And so there's someone right now who was Kelsey 6 years ago.
Oh, I hear it. Here comes the pitch. Here comes the pitch.
And you're going to take action because now you know that it's actually more selfish to not tell them about ketones. It's actually more selfish to not tell them about the promoter opportunity, because I guarantee if Alexis never would have told Kelsey about ketones, Kelsey would probably be like really pissed at her, like really
Highly
mad
doubt
right
it.
now.
She would know about it.
So different, right? And so it's the exact opposite of selfish, is wanting the thing. That's actually more selfish keeping this to yourselves and not.
And what she just said, it's more selfish not keeping, you shouldn't keep this to yourself. So when I remember, and Erin, tell me if you remember this, I'm sure you do. When we first started, I don't know who it was. Maybe it was Eric Worre, maybe it was BU. I know it wasn't Jesse Lee, but it was told, how dare you not share this with other people? You're being selfish by not sharing this opportunity that could transform people's lives. Does this sound familiar to anybody in here?
Yeah, that definitely. I think that was a Pruvit event.
Probably.
Probably Michael Rutherford. Can't wait to run into him here in Vegas. That's gonna be fun. Do I have tea on him? Yup. Sure do.
Oh, Michael.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't we special? Okay, is she ever gonna finish? Let's see.
Make like not having that conversation with someone. We can't control if someone says yes or no. But what we can control is if we take the action. What we can control
Still waiting
is
on the
if
skills and
we
action training.
send the message, if we make the post, if we do the live video, right? The only thing we can control is how we show up and that we show up. And then we'll leave it into the hands of the right people who are meant to say yes, right? And when you guys can like really wrap your heads around that, showing up feels so much better because you're not attached to outcomes. You're not attached to if someone says yes or no to you. You know that the right person at the right time is going to see and hear what you're presenting to them.
Oh,
and they're
God.
going to say yes when it's right for them. I saw Katie Rollins talking about ketones for a year before I ever joined Pruvit. And I was just never ready. I was never ready. And I actually saw someone talking about PCOS at the right time. And it was just the right time. It was the right person. And come to find out, like Katie, I'm
There
on
it is.
Katie's team anyway. So like everything happens exactly how it's meant to happen when it's meant to happen. And I firmly believe that. And so just know that there are
Hunter, you're
people out
killing
there
me.
who are going to be joining you as customers and promoters. They're out there and they're watching. And their time to say yes is coming, right? You might not be
Some
the
people
first
just
person that
shouldn't
they saw
train.
talking about ketones, but you might be the person who says the thing that they need to hear that actually makes them say yes, right? So with that being said, it's end of month. Like who's excited because of the new comp plan upgrades and enhancements? Like, does anybody feel like, oh my freaking gosh,
I'm so
like,
excited about empty rank advancements
goals
without
are so
making more
much
money.
close? Like, I personally feel it. I feel like my goals are so much more achievable now. My rank goals are so much more achievable now. And I know so many people on our team, like they're feeling it. They're feeling great. They're feeling and energized and motivated again to like actually set a rank goal. I'll be honest with you guys.
So Andrea, I can hear you just say, "Shut up!" I screamed it for you, girl. So again, I thought okay. So correct me if I'm wrong. When we started this journey of ours, we heard that we were going to have this new comp plan. And it was a skills and tactical skills training. Have y'all learned any skills?
So we didn't talk about the comp plan.
No. Nope.
We talked about Cancun. We talked about some weird light mindset exercise. What? No skills training.
No, we had a journey to our childhood selves.
How did we listen to this?
I don't know. And
how did we eat this up? Like, oh my God, this is so good.
This up like it was the best training we'd ever heard in our lives.
Facts.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we brainwashed ourselves.
Absolutely.
I haven't set a rank goal since I hit rank 8. Like I've like kind of teetered on it, but then I was just like, no, I'll just set goals for my team members that hit ranks. Like I'm not gonna set my own rank goal because then I will get upset if I don't hit it. Like, you know what I mean? Like just really protecting myself. And so now like this just feels like, oh my gosh, I could set a rank goal again, and it feels good and it feels attainable, and I know so many people are feeling that too. And so how do we hit ranks? How do we achieve the goals that we set for ourselves?
I'm
we
waiting
take some
to hear.
action, right? And a lot of these calls are going to be about taking action. And
where?
And I want to give you guys some actions that you could take to end the month, and then Katie's gonna wrap it up, tie a bow on it,
and
Katie,
make sure that please give us something,
close us out. So if you know what pace setter is, give me a 1.
That's a bonus.
Do you know what pace setter is?
It's a
Know
promotion
what pace setter is, that's okay, put a 2. I just want to see. Some of you are new, so you quite literally might not even know what pace setter is, which is actually really, really cool. Okay, awesome. Wow. Yay. that's actually exciting that some people don't know what Pacesetter is, because you're going to learn something
What
on
are
this
you
call.
talking
Yeah, because they haven't
Like,
learned
you
anything
haven't
prior to
already learned
that.
things like, gosh. But okay, so guys, you realize we work with the most incredible company in our industry.
No, you were right. You
guys
worked
know
for.
that, right? Like, I'm 1,000,000% certain that Pruvit is the best company to.
Put in the comments what you would rather be doing than listening to this training. I mean, I know you love hanging out with Dre and I, but like, if you were a
We
hunt
love
and you were on this training, type in the comments what you would rather do than listen to this training. Just
Like, how do they have 300? Well, so they have 314 people at this point.
it starts
Most of them
dropping.
Are people in Pruvit already and on their team? Because if you're not on, you're ashamed.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather lick a public toilet.
Watching paint dry. Let's also think about this. There's 5 of these top leaders in Pruvit, and there's only 300 people on this training call. It's giving Jessie Lee's engagement rate.
Say it again.
It's giving Jessie Lee's engagement rate.
Oh. Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Work with in our industry, hands down. You can't tell me anything else, because they just gave us a comp plan enhancement to make making money easier. We already have MVP multiplier bonus every month, but then Pruvit's like, well, we love you guys so much that we want to reward you even more for doing work. So like, there's a Pacesetter bonus, right? Now, Pacesetter is this like mindset where if you could just aim for Pacesetter every month, regardless of if there's a bonus or not, right? This is how you grow your business. This is the thing that's going to scale your business and create a foundation under you, because every month there's the qualifications for Pacesetter are 3 new customers on SmartShip with 50 now QV, not BV, right? So if we can imagine 50 QV, so that's a box, it's a reboot, it's a box, it's a 10-day challenge, it's a box of that. And then it's 2 new promoters. And for the bonus, it would be like, they would have to order a pack that totaled combined 500 QB, right? Now, what's that doing also? It's getting you to your multiplier bonus. So if we could just focus on the 2 new customers with 500 QB and the 3 customers, each with 50 QB, we're going to be closer to our MVP multiplier bonuses, right? And so this is every month, if you could say, okay, my goal, my sole goal.
So this is just driving new customers.
2 new promoters,
That's
3
it.
new customers.
Customers and promoters.
Such a
MVP.
great foundation, and then over
Didn't just
time,
be
you're
called
going
that core
to
rank?
help your promoters go for this, and you're going to help their promoters go for this, right?
She doesn't know.
And so
Charlie.
I have some action steps because it is end of month. Even if you don't think you're close to it, again, we're going to take action with the mindset of the person we want to become, not of the person we are right now, right? The person who is Pacesetter every month, the person who is MVP multiplier every month, they show up differently than maybe you're sitting right now on the 29th with 2.5 days left of the month with 0 in new volume, right? It's okay if that's where you are right now. It doesn't have to be where you finish the month.
It is not okay where you are, because if you have, okay.
Which narrative is it?
Let's just call it what it is. If you don't perform, they don't give you the time of day. They'll love you in the very beginning, as long as you're in this trial period, whatever the days were, I don't remember. I've blocked it out. But she's talking about all these things. But notice that she's only talking about the Pacesetters.
Mm.
She's not talking about the rest of her team. She's talking about, oh God, please don't mention Trim.
Listen, Dre took Trim too. He feels my pain every time I see it in a video. See, it's not just me. Oh my God, it tastes so good. Liars.
Lies.
If the taste doesn't get you, the texture does. God.
I can't even look at the IG
By the way,
posts that randomly show up. It's gross.
For real. Didn't she just say it's okay wherever you're at? Did she just
we'll
say
love
that?
you where you're at.
But at the beginning, or not the beginning, towards the middle, when the other gal was talking about, are you comfortable being where you're at?
Right.
So like, which narrative is it?
It's a mind game. It doesn't matter what the narrative is. They want to try and construct.
Oh God.
I'd rather watch a Cutco rep slice pennies than and stuff. I can't because I know Cutco knives.
Oh my God. I'd rather be cold messaging 300 people before I go to bed. I can't go to bed until I message 300 people and end up in Facebook jail.
Oh, that was if you ended up in Facebook jail, you were celebrated because you were
Right.
doing the things.
Yes, because they
Oh
knew
my
you were cold
goodness.
messaging people. All right, let's keep going.
Okay, let's keep going. Oops, sorry.
And the thing that you can do is take action, right?
Jenny.
And so I have some action steps that you could take. And if Katie wants to add anything, she's definitely going to do that.
Oh God.
If you are someone who loves trial packs and you sell trial packs, the very first thing I would be doing over the next few days is following up with every single person who you've sent a trial pack to, right? Now, if you guys, I want to see actually in the chat, and this will be good for us to know anyways, if you use trial packs to build your business.
Yes.
We're getting there, people. We're getting there.
Yet use trial packs to build
We've
your
almost
business.
made it.
Say not yet. Okay.
Some people
talking
just
about selling.
some people just should
Couple
not
not
train.
yets, a lot of yeses. Okay. There's some not yet. Trial packs are an incredible way, and I think that would be a really cool training for you guys, is just like the power of those. Because this is like the number one like way. It's such a great way.
What's
to
the
build
number
your
one way,
business.
girl? Tell us.
If you are using trial packs to build your business, this would be a great opportunity for you to reach back out with them,
Chelsea.
to them, and get them set up on SmartShip, get them continuing to move forward with ketones. Because I don't know about you guys, if you've been around here for a while, a lot of people know like Pruvit usually does something cool and fun and big.
Not yet, Chloe.
months.
We wish.
And I can't say like anything. Like I don't know anything. I don't know anything, but I know Pruvit's birthday is coming up. We're gonna be 7 years old. 7.
Jokes
8.
write themselves now.
And so usually at the end of the month and when there's big celebrations, there's something coming. And so I would just,
Newsflash, there's always something coming.
It's probably a 30% off sale.
No, it would be
Wow.
a really great time to get started with something from the website after they've taken a trial pack. Use the trial pack. Try the trial pack, right? Katie will tell us. Yeah, I'll let Katie. Katie can do all that. She can give us all the deeds. Another action step, you guys. So recruiting. Recruiting is one of the most, like, if you want to scale your business, if you want to build a foundation, if you really are looking to hit like higher ranks in the company, recruiting is how you do that, because you can go further faster, because now you are not the sole person bringing in all
There's
the
your
volume.
skills training.
You have a team of people bringing in the volume for you.
I'm too tired for that, JJ. JJ, that's what you send me in a text message.
So, do you remember Rita?
Do I what?
Rita, recruiting is the answer.
Oh God, yeah.
That was Jessie Lee's favorite word. If you're not doing Rita, you're not going to grow.
Well,
Recruiting
we've
is the
seen
answer.
her deck of cards demo that was not her idea. It actually
Of course not.
came
It
from
was 10
other
years
people.
ago.
Yeah. Just keep recruiting. Just keep flipping those cards. Oh my God.
Recruiting is the answer. Julie Bro.
I was not prepared for that.
I
Oh God.
wasn't either. Okay, y'all, let's just get this video going. I'm still waiting for Katie.
Right, to go after rank 6, go after rank 7, whatever it is. And so I encourage you, there's a couple things that you could do to improve and help with recruiting. Number one, do you tell your recruiting story? Like, do you tell your promoter story? We all have a before and better story when it comes to the product, but do you tell your before and better story when it comes to the business? When it comes, like, what did that extra $500 mean to you? How did it impact you? How could it impact someone else, right? And I want you to tell your story over the next couple of days. I want you to maybe do a live video. Definitely do a post sharing your story, your promoter story. And on Instagram, on Facebook, whatever social media platform you use.
This could have been an
a couple
email.
of us, the girls did it today. Like if you would look at
Could have
Katie
been
and
an
Chrissy,
income
they
generating
did
activity.
it today, where they
Could put it in
told their
Telegram.
promoter story in a sequence of stories in
group
their
text.
stories, right? So you're taking people through a journey, on a journey with you,
Girl.
from where you were before Pruvit, why Pruvit, and now where you are since Pruvit. What has happened because of Pruvit.
Oh, that's
So
an
taking
Eric
people
Worre
on
thing.
a journey in your stories is a really powerful way to share your story, talk about the business,
What was it
attract
called?
people to the business without
Some sort of
feeling like you're
sandwich
being
he used to
spammed
refer to it
thing.
as.
So I would encourage you over
Do what?
Eric Worre used to refer to that story before Pruvit. Now that I found Pruvit, my future looks better because of Pruvit, because now I can do this. Eric Worre did that in a training. I can't remember where. I still have the notes because I kept it because I knew you and I would do something about it.
Mhm.
But he taught that at a GoPro, and then everybody else just went ahead. Recruitment, it makes me so sad. Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's crazy. It's
Oh
crazy.
God. Yeah, this
Okay,
would be
people, let's just keep going. Yeah, deck
we're
full
almost
of
done.
That's what that. Well, that was Jessie Lee's hope, to find the jokers. Those would be the ones that would run through walls for her.
Yeah.
the next couple days to do a story sequence. Take people on that journey about your promoter, your before and better story when it comes to promoting. And really talk about people. Don't talk about like what it is, talk about what it did for you. Like talk about the emotions. It's really about like tapping into the emotion. Like why would someone want to
emotional
promote?
manipulation. Got it.
And knowing why someone would want to promote, right, is really, really, really important. And then if this is like the last
actually
step,
had
I think
notes.
it's really important because
Oh, she said this is the
there's
last part.
something that I would like to kind of elaborate on more, and for the sake of time, I'm not going to today. But like what marketing actually is.
Oh, tell
and
us,
how
please do.
marketing is a series of collecting new eyeballs, capturing their information, communicating with them, and closing them, right?
At least you had
And so
notes.
for some of you, you might be in a situation, you might be in the marketing cycle where you've already collected eyeballs.
Drop an emoji so we know how you're feeling.
Their attention, captured their information. Now you have people watching you consistently over and over and
This
over
could have
again.
been just multiple
They haven't
emojis. We would have
purchased
figured it out, people.
So now what do? You
Yes, basic sales.
communicate with them. I know it's scary because some people don't like to do that. Like some people really just want to wait until people reach out to them, and there's nothing wrong with that either. However, there's a lot of things that you could do to be proactive in your business instead of being reactive and just waiting for people to reach out to you.
So when you first start, Eric Worre has this, and I'll refer to Eric Worre because I went to so many of his trainings. You have your chicken list, you have your cold list, you have your hot list, you have your warm market list, you have your all these different lists, and this is what she's alluding to, and she's literally taking me back to my early days when I started in network marketing, and I'm like, why did I ever do that? Well, I never would have met you, so that's a benefit.
Oh, I love you too, friend.
But it's like really? Okay, let's go.
That feels really bad because you don't have any control over the situation. If you were the one waiting for someone to reach out to you, you can actually go reach out to people. You can go communicate with those people, right? So I have a simple script that you can use for the people who've been hanging around.
Oh, please give us a script.
Who are always watching your story every day, who are liking all
of your posts,
who are watching your lives, who are actually showing up and are like, hey, I like you, I'm a cheerleader, right? These people are raising their hands and showing you that they're interested. These are not cold prospects. These people are not cold market. You are not cold calling someone. You are not spamming someone when you take this action, okay? Because they've already said, hey, I like you, I'm interested in you. I'm watching what you're doing.
Notice has nothing to do with the product.
So take notice.
Not a thing.
Are you taking notice of who's engaging with you on a consistent basis on your social media platforms? And once you do take notice of that, you can send a very simple message that says, hey, name, Thank you so much for the support. It means so much to me that you can.
Oh God, this is the Luna script.
Yeah.
Do you remember
Hey,
that?
thank you so much. Are you just supporting me or do you want information? I bet you that's how she ended or something
I
along those lines.
appreciate you either way.
Yes. Very passive aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
Consistently follow along. I have to ask, would you be interested in learning more about ketones and
There
what
it
I
is.
do? If not, it's no big
No big
deal.
deal.
I appreciate you being here regardless.
That's
So you're
Luna.
saying I
Yeah.
am so you're acknowledging like their presence. You're thanking them for being present and being a cheerleader of you. And then you're saying like, hey, I see you. So does that mean
Nicole.
like, are you interested? And if not, that's okay too. I'm really grateful for you, right? And so that's a simple message that you can send to the people who are consistently engaging with you and watching you, who haven't purchased ketones yet, who haven't looked at the business opportunity yet. Yeah, I can share that. And then if you've already hit MVP Multiplier and Pay Center, how are you helping your team do that now, right? How are you making whatever you've done duplicatable for them? And I think that could be a whole other training. I think I've talked long
Hopefully
enough.
not this long.
Just send the email. Thanks.
I think Kate is going to share something cool that
Send
we're
a voice
doing
text.
that's going to be really exciting
Hey,
for like
we
all
have
of the
products.
recruiting and all the conversations that we have going into the next couple days.
Melissa, I love when
Oh, praise Jesus,
people
the new face.
This is what you do. This is why you do it. This is what you do. Here's some directive. Bada bing, bada boom.
That was
Like,
not
thank you.
good.
Alexis, I think you said that you had one last thing that you were going to.
Oh God, please
Oh,
no.
God, no,
Quick. We're
please.
like, this is it. This is like 11 hour and like 7/8. We're done.
Beyond that.
You don't hop off yet.
Oh, look
I
at the
promise it won't
baby.
be this long always. But I just want to point this out because I think we got up to like 343 or
Oh
something.
God, here we go.
There's 288 on. So like,
Is she the closer?
yo, if you're still here, like you're in it, 288 people, like celebrate that because, and I get like some people had to hop off probably because
There's the shaming people that got off.
Like life is life, but the fact that like you're still here, 288 people,
Girl, pay
and like
attention
we're gonna
to your
look back on this
child.
call at some point and be like, yeah,
Hey,
remember
yo,
the
Nita,
call
Nita.
that those 5 chicks got on and everyone was vibrating and their kneecaps were chattering. Like that was the start of like magic. So that's literally all I had to say. It was very unnecessary, but
What you
I
said
felt like
was very
saying it, so.
unnecessary just now. Thank you.
Listen, guys.
No.
We pause and celebrate. That's you know what, showing up, working on your mindset is one agreement. Celebrating is going to be another one. Just get used to it. Like we're aggressively, like really proud of each other and excited and proud of you and excited. Just get used to lots of just disgusting love. It is what it is. We're really proud of you for being here because it's late. It's 10:15. Like in my world, I'm like, this is late right now. So proud of everyone. All right. So those of you that are watching that watched the recording all the way to the end or stuck around to the end, who wants some little prezzies? Who wants some little things that you're going to be like a little bit excited about after everything you just got tonight? All right. So
What did we get tonight?
I'm freaking amped. Okay. And so
A
here's
headache.
always what
Ajita?
we like in our collaboration and just planning for everything. We're like, okay, we're going to not just slap people around with goodness every single week. We also want to make sure that even, you know, maybe someone who's still like you're here, but you may have held on to a couple of the things, a couple of beliefs of like,
What is
but
she saying?
I tried, I don't know what to do still, or I want to like
I don't know.
like a sale job.
Nobody knows
I
what to
get it.
do
This
after
is
the
what we're
Zoom.
supposed to do, but
Not a
what
single
do
person.
I do? So
Oh,
we
God.
have 2 bomb resources that we're going to make available to everyone.
Chelsea, you're
You
right.
need to utilize these, and this is not something to replace things that you may already be doing, and this can be just an added level to get you thinking about different
my
things, different
God.
ways that you can share out things.
Layered
whatever.
learning.
So we have created on
What
the
did you create?
Telegram
Girl,
app.
tell us.
The Telegram app is just a cool little place that you can subscribe to channels. It's not a chat. We're not.
Oh, it's a
chit-chatting.
Telegram.
It is going to be called the Business Backstage Pass Chat Room.
Ooh.
And you all will get you the link. I'm not going to drop it in here right now because I don't have it ready, and it's all good. Let's
Good
just
have. So
you'll
I
all
can
get it
join.
from your people. But you will be able to subscribe to this channel, turn on your notifications, especially if you don't use Telegram a lot. You're going to forget it's there, and then you're going to see things, and you're going to be like, damn it, I wish I saw that. So when there's a sale, when there's something time sensitive that pops up, when there's things that just happen that are relevant.
When there's a sale you need to know
one
about
of us are gonna pop in there
with a script.
this is exactly what you can do right now.
Get your
Go
Clear,
cold
defined
message.
directive. When one of us just get a crazy hair or a fun idea or something's working for us from Postland or social media posts, we're gonna pop the exact thing. This is what you guys need to do to recreate it if you want to. But the reason for this is
right there.
one, we want you to feel supported. Two, like I'm a firm believer of there's no actual real excuses when you have all the support in the world.
Oh my
so
God.
like it just comes down to that mindset work and that becoming the person that will be led, can take directive. If
Is
you're
it or
not
is it
sure what to
recruiting?
do, and it's just time to let go
Oh,
of I don't know what to
recruiting.
do. Okay, so we're gonna give you some things that you can do. If you're excited about that,
No,
drop
we've
a
been waiting
excited
the
in
whole
comments.
time.
We're just bossing you all around. Alexis,
I'm
I put a
excited, girl.
blog
Bring it
clip-
on.
Clip, and now we're just telling you guys
I'm just
everything to
bringing
do
up.
in this chat
She's bring
tonight.
something.
I'm gonna make up more orders for you, and I have a blog clip, and they're amazing.
Scary.
So last thing here, now I'm gonna throw this out there, and again, I want to be cognizant of
If
the
they
fact
say
that
last thing one more
yes,
time.
while this Fab Five put this little thing together,
Girl,
please
you're
know that we
killing
are
me,
locked,
girl.
loaded, layered with incredible people that are on this call in this organization who lead teams at a high level. So this is 0% to overlap anything, and this is not something to pivot from your plans or whatever you may be doing.
love
Another
you guys.
added resource that you do have available to you is this Friday, which is the 2nd at 12 p.m. Eastern time.
That's tomorrow.
Let me ask a quick question. Has anyone ever said like, okay, I would sign up more people, but I'm overwhelmed. I don't know how to launch them. I don't know what to do when a new person signs up. Drop a 1 since I should have made up something.
This
funny.
opportunity Zoom
A
she's
1.
talking
Okay,
about
so
probably.
guess what? Friday at 12
Send us the
o'clock
link,
Eastern
thanks.
time, with the new promoters that you sign up between now and then, you have a new promoter training launch call that you can direct them to.
Ooh,
Where they will get on,
is it just like
and I
this?
know for a fact Kelsey will be doing that call. I may be there supporting,
Wonderful.
or one of us will be supporting. But for real, it's going to be simple. It's going to take the weight of whatever that weird pressure may be on you that has caused you to not talk about the business more. Don't worry, leave the launching to us. Okay, you don't need to know how to do everything or how to properly launch. Let us do it, and you're also going to have that recording. Everyone on this call will have that recording available to them
Perfect.
in the
Thank you.
future that you
So
can
nice of you.
use as framework to create your own very simple launch call. Because you're going to hear this and you're going to be like, that was not rocket science. But it's quick, tangible. This is what a new person needs to know, not all the things. Because believe it or not, I don't know if you guys know this or not. You don't need to know all the things to start sharing
All
ketones
the
into
things.
the business. You do not. Okay. Your ignorance is your superpower when you're brand new. Be excited about
Ignorance
ketones.
on fire.
Scoop people in and throw them into the other people that are excited, and let the people that have been doing it for a minute tell them those quick, easy things, and you just keep going and roping. So
Quick and easy, huh?
Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern time, you
According to
have
who?
that as something that you can
Notice that
bring
she's
your
picking
new
up
promoters on. So you know how to invite people. You've already set the expectation that you're going to work on your mindset. We're super excited. You know what you need to do to run towards Pacesetter. It's the end of the month. And then I have a quick question if anyone has any curiosity about what's coming
Yeah,
up
they
at
will,
the end of this
Chelsea.
month.
Oh God.
And I am not immune, just to throw this out there. You know what it is? I just have BDE right now, which stands for big energy, and I just don't care. I'm like, let me just equip everyone with what's going on, because really, it's just so much more fun when you're.
Did she just say
Yep.
that she has big penis energy?
Yes, she sure did.
What does that even mean?
First of all, where?
Do y'all know what the hell that means? Because I'm just like big dick energy. I'm like, what does that even mean? Isn't that just like very?
It's giving alpha male vibes that don't match what she's saying at all.
I'm like,
I'm an alpha male. Are you?
okay, let's just finish this. Hold on, I gotta see what. I thought we were learning about the comp plan.
All right, so I'm not gonna. Well, I am gonna. Okay, so someone's on mute. Caitlin, I can't mute you. There you go. Okay, so we all know Pruvit's birthday is coming, and if you don't know, now you know, and it's incredibly soon, like within the next 24 hours coming. Pruvit does everything extra. We celebrate big, big, big in our company. So where we have had sales in the past, we may be going a little bit more fancy. And guess what? In the past, I would have been like, volume. Guess what? Now I'm like, let's go 50% off. We're not. That's not happening. But just
It's gonna be
know,
40.
okay, we're going to have something coming up in there. Now, how many people utilize those blitz sales that we had going on with those 4 different flavors? How many of you had messages from the day after, like, crap, I missed it. Crap, I won prickly pear. All right.
Oh, because the promoters
Just
are the
remember that you
customers.
had those messages.
Got it.
Just maybe go through and make a list of who
okay.
those people are. So you can I'm just throwing that out there. All right. I don't know what you're all fucking excited about. I haven't told you anything direct. All right. Your imaginations are amazing. I love it.
Here's
Yeah.
a needle girl. Can
And
we
now,
get on with this?
This is nothing to do with Keto Up. I'm using it as an example. But do you guys remember a couple of weeks back when Keto Up, they just went like, I'm going to fuck around and knock 50% off of that. Like, and it was like, what the hell? We're like, why is this so much
so
cheaper?
marked up?
Imagine that they just.
Because the shipping is astronomical in price. Could that be part of the reason? Yo,
$187 for a case of Keto Up before shipping and tax. Are you kidding me?
You are crazy people.
Decide to pick something
Bring it
else
home,
that's
Katie.
super
Bring it home.
exciting in our community, and are like, what happens if we just like go ahead and price slash this for a very short amount of time and see what
Just say
happens?
there's a blitz sale and
Right.
what?
So I'm not joking.
Newsflash,
I have
there's always a
chills.
sale at end of month.
And just so you know, when Packing Better rolls out, like what we got within this with the Queen volume, by the way, QV is now officially Queen volume. We will never be referring to it again.
Say
Ma'am,
it, Dre. Say it, Dre.
ma'am. So Queen volume. Okay. Aren't there men in the team? What if you're non-binary?
Okay, come on.
What are you if there's a lot of different things. I'm sorry, but that is a big generalization. Now, no offense to all the queens out there, because I got you. But that's Queen volume. This is the stuff that's running through my mind.
I love it.
I'm like, okay, Katie.
Qualifying volume, so just get with it. When Pruvit did this optimization with the Queen volume, I need you to know that that's, I mean, I don't even know if I'm supposed to say this. We're here. It's this much of optimizations that are coming, and I'm not joking around. So like, please hear me when I say I get it that like you may be wherever you are right now and not be able to necessarily even see that far ahead. We've seen far ahead. You've heard Kelsey's story tonight. You've seen how this can apply. This can help anyone. Please know that God doesn't look around and pick and choose and say that one gets less, that one gets less, that
spiritual
one
manipulation. Great.
But nah, you kind of suck. We're gonna like everyone here. This is the ultimate leveler. Everyone has the chance, okay, to shift and change and step forward in the direction that you want. So like, just know that you are literally kind of here at the absolute best time, and the people that you have the ability to touch from a life-changing potential standpoint, it's not a joke. And so we don't take this lightly, and we're excited for you, and we're super, super excited for the people that are coming, because the timing's never been better. And just buckle up, guys, because we have a really, really good month planned out for you. So I'm freaking excited. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Kelsey, Chrissy, Melissa.
I'm done.
Okay, I can't. Oh my goodness, we made it.
I'm done.
So, okay. So
you guys are MVPs. That is all. I'm done. At some point, we both gave up on muting. We just quit.
I know. It was done.
Nope, not okay. I am not okay. No.
Well, somebody mentioned that they had Ambien. Now, Ambien made me do a lot of crazy things. I would not want one, but at this point, I need something to calm me down. Wow. That is, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, thank you guys for being here.
Yeah.
3 hours later. I knew this was going to be a long one. We got through it because of you guys. So thank you for all your...
Yeah. I hope we entertained y'all.
Go subscribe to Dre's channel if you haven't already, because he's amazing.
Please do. Yes, thank you.
We made it. I'm very proud of you guys.
We did it.
And
ooh, wow.
Don't join an MLM.
At all. Like, run away.
Run
away. Oh,
you're amazing. Thank you so much. So Oh yeah, so she's gonna send one to you, Dre, too. Thank you, JJ. That's
Oh, you're a sweetheart.
By the way, after this, JJ is going live. I don't know if she wanted me to tell you that, but I'm telling you that. So it's probably not gonna be a 3-hour one.
No.
So make sure we support her as well because we love her.
JJ, I miss you. Oh, wow. What I did get from that is that we have to do a deep dive on Eric Worre from our experience of attending all of his things.
Yes.
I think that's super important because, listen, I left Pruvit. I've been a chef for many, many years. I cooked in restaurants in New York City for a long time. And I got into MLM through a cousin. And then I just got into it. And getting out, I think what I learned the most, and I'll just leave you with this, is that don't fall for the manipulation tactics that are done. If you want to do personal development, do it for you, not because someone's telling you to do it to go recruit other people. Do it if it makes sense for you. I have a lot of personal development books here, but I do them for me because I love reading, if you couldn't tell. But don't join an MLM. Just don't.
Don't do it. Especially Pruvit. And I don't think Pruvit's doing well. It's just my personal opinion.
Well, they're inflating the new comp plan, so obviously not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Opinion.
All right. I'm going to roll out. Love you all. Again, go subscribe to Dre's channel. Give us a big thumbs up if you haven't already on both of our channels. And we love you, and we'll see you later. Bye, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. Night. Good day, wherever you are in the world.
Right.